The race to the World Tour Final is nearing the finish line. Stop number 15 of this 2025 FIBA 3x3 World Tour season. We return to one of our favorite places in all of the world, Abu Dhabi, for an incredible 10th straight consecutive season. You won't have to wait until dark to see the stars shining here. Let me tell you, they'll be on full display over 2 full days of games that will rival your favorite Netflix series. Season 14 of the FIBA 3x3 World Tour has been binge-worthy, and who knows what episode 15 will bring us this year. 10 teams in the World Tour final picture are competing over the next couple of days. Some have clinched spots, some have not, but the picture is becoming more apparent with just one more regular season Masters left. Look at this skyline. Beautiful weather, outstanding conditions. Did you see the qualifying draw? Oh man, the theatrics have already began today. Stefan Kojic with a big win for the Skyliners that puts them into the main draw, where 12 teams will be competing here momentarily. Before we move any further, we want to give you a look at the rules of 3x3. Kyle, take it away.
Yo, what's good? My name is Kyle Montgomery, aka the voice of 3x3, and if for some reason you still don't know the rules of 3x3, it is time to tap in. Class is officially in session. So on our half court, you've got 2 teams of 3 players with 1 additional substitute on the bench. Yo, what's up, sub? Can I check in? In 3x3, even the ball is different. This is the official Wilson right here. Trust me, it's groovy, baby. This game is pedal to the metal. 10-minute game clocks, just 12-second shot clocks, and a 1st to 21 scoring format for the win. If a team doesn't score 21 points, all they have to do is outscore their opponent within 10 minutes. And you know we keep it street. In this game, we score by 1s and 2s. Anything inside the arc is worth 1. Anything outside of the arc is worth 2. Still got it. And this game is all gas, no brakes. Literally, after the opening check ball, play is continuous. Make or miss, offense turns to defense, just like that. This 10-minute sprint is just getting started. We'll see you at the top.
Man, that guy is handsome. That Kyle Montgomery, I'm telling you. Welcome to the broadcast. Ladies and gentlemen, come one, come all. Kyle Montgomery, a.k.a. the voice of 3x3 in your ear, along with the Mountain, Boz Rosendahl. Here are the previous winners of the Abu Dhabi Masters that goes all the way back to 2015, my very first year in 3x3. Boz was still playing back then. And that's when Nobisat Al-Wada ran the league. You see the other winners, though, Ljubljana, Riga, Miami, Amsterdam. There's been a variety of teams that have rose to the top in this incredible city. And, man, we had some classics. Of course, Amsterdam, the defending champions here, as they won the World Tour Final in 2024. They are hoping to get things back on track after coming up short at the latest Gwangju Challenger. And as we look at the race to the final with 1 more Masters left in Bucharest next week, here are the standings. Amsterdam, Miami, Chongming all clinched. Chongming not featured here. Seef has also clinched, but by way of the host selection. Ulaanbaatar's Hoptrans come up short in the qualifying draw. We won't see them. We will see Toulouse. And that is it as pertains to the rest of the top 12 teams in the World Tour standings. So, the plot continues to thicken as we get closer to the end of the season. One thing that has not changed has been Strahinja Stojic. He's been the star of the show this year, #1 ranking and leads in many of the league's top statistical categories. Of course, his team, lead in the most Masters wins, but they're trying to complete a record this year, boss. 7 Masters titles in one season. This is after getting ousted in the semifinals last week. Is this Oob's tournament to lose, or do you think it's going to be a pretty competitive competition?
Every tournament Oob steps in is their tournament to lose with the way they've been playing this year, right? And what they expect from themselves. They've been to bar this year, but they are without the services of Nenad Nadzic in this one. A second consecutive appearance for Stefan Stojicic, who played well last week, but as a team they didn't do so well. So we'll check whether that has any effect here on the rest of the action. Also, think about the last couple of weeks on the World Tour, man. The action has been so unpredictable with winners that we did not see coming. And as you and me know, we talk a lot about the game outside of the microphone even. London? Lugano? Really?
Yes.
I'm still shocked over with the last couple of results here, so you never know what can happen. And I'm actually kind of hoping the unexpected results continue here in Abu Dhabi. I'm not saying we need an unexpected winner, but I'm saying I like it for the game.
I think it spices things up.
Yes.
To see a winner kind of come out of nowhere. We saw it last weekend in Macau with Lugano and King West earning his first Masters title. Good for them. And Lugano are very much in the mix. We will see them in competition here in Abu Dhabi. Now, Toulouse. For me, Boz, this is a team that has been spiraling. Ever since their win in Amsterdam, this is over 4 months ago, Toulouse has been trending downward. They finally brought Jules RAMBAO back, and he's a big component of what they do. Is he enough to get the ship turned around for Toulouse?
I think so, and I think it's because the base of their offense, to me, when they play well, is pick and roll between Hugo Suhard, who we see coming out of the tunnel here, and Jules RAMBAO. They might give up a little bit of defense. They might not have the best individual scoring, but I think the screening game between these two fellas, the pick and roll, the finishes at the rim, is what can be a consistent source of offense for them outside of whatever we'll see Seguela do, whatever we'll see Joko do. So I think that might be a good base. But even with them on the court, they've been a little bit underwhelming after a great season last year where they racked up a bunch of second-place finishes. They've just been kind of mad this year. They haven't gotten over the hump.
And they've allowed frustration to overcome them at times. You saw that 13-point loss to Ripa in the previous Masters in Daqing, and they were down 15-0 to Oob a few Masters to go. And that's just not typical of what you expect from Toulouse.
No, and usually it was their defense that they leaned heavily on, right? And I know, again, they are sizable, they're lengthy. They got Joko to lead the charge in that regard. He's one of the best on-ball defenders, point of attack defenders in 3x3. Hugo Suhard might give up a couple, I'll tell you that, but he's going to make up for it with his offense. But that defensive identity somehow got lost a little bit in the happenings this year. A bit of a post-Olympic hangover possibly for them, I'm not sure. It's their first year operating as their own squad. They changed their name from Paris to Toulouse. Might have something to do with it. We'll see. But again, they're one of the teams, as you mentioned, that have been trending down. They're looking to turn things around right before the Manama finals here.
Okay, as we look at the Skyliners team, very atypical of a qualifying draw to only play one game. But due to a scheduling issue, we'll say, there was only one qualifying draw game. And the Skyliners emerged victorious over Ulaanbaatar's Hoptran. So not a lot of tread on the tires. Coming in with some big momentum. Not a huge break, honestly, from that win that they pull out thanks to Chef Koya and his heroics. Do you think that, given recent history for both of these teams, the Skyliners have the advantage here?
They might. I always like it when a team comes in having already played a game, right? Especially that first game coming out of the qualifying draw. You usually have a bit of a one-up on the other team because you are mentally warmed up. Physically, you can warm up as much as you want, but stepping onto the game court, having to play actual 3x3 basketball is always an advantage to me, and they have done that just over 30 minutes ago. They're going to have to deal with Frank Seguela, though. World number 10. He was ranked number 1 earlier this year. But look, Frank is going to come in with his array of layups around the basket, a couple of dunks maybe. He's going to shift this role from a screener to a ball handler. But going back to the Skyliners, I think they might have a slight advantage here. Again, an emotional win for them. They knew their season was on the line. They were down 13-18 in that game against Ulaanbaatar's Hop Trench just 30 minutes ago and fought themselves all the way back. That is going to do something positive for your team chemistry and your team identity.
And Leon Fatigue was great in that game. I got to give you some credit on your scouting report. You told me that Leon Fatigue was going to emerge as one of the top players in the league. I want to say nearly 2 years ago. And I'm not saying I didn't believe it, but I had to see it to believe it. And he's emerged as a leader on his team. He's so dynamic offensively. He really carried the way for them in the QD. And the Skyliners with their, really last opportunity to really make a push here to try to get to the World Tour Final. This is a huge opportunity as they match up against Toulouse to open the day. Game 1 of day 1 from Abu Dhabi, y'all. What's good? How y'all feeling out there? I can't hear you. Speak louder. There you go. Boz, they're feeling good. It's time to hoop from Abu Dhabi 2025, celebrating the 10th year anniversary of hooping 3x3 here in the Emirates. First shot is a miss for the Skyliners, who came out of the QD. Frank Segela with Lele. He will finish on the right side of the rim. Segela better than 6 points a game this year. Verti, he's staying hot. Hits his first deuce of the main draw. Leading scorer for the Skyliners in the QD. Oh, Frank say what? He looks locked in to me, boss.
He does look locked in.
Locked in, man. Lofted inside, and Verti has it poked away by Paul Joko. So Toulouse featuring Segela, Joko, WanBao, and Suhar. Their core 4. 2 Olympic silver medalists on this squad. And Skyliners going with Leon Verti, Kevin Bryant, Nicholas Kropp, and the living legend himself, Stefan, a.k.a. Stefan Kojic.
Score 2.
And oddly enough, Stefan Kojic's transition has been, I don't want to say underwhelming, because he's been really good for the Skyliners, but he's taken a secondary role to Leon Verti, who's scoring at 5.9 points per. The chef is at 5.2. His 2 points percentage is at 20, which is low for him. He's usually around 25 to 28. Yeah. But he is that weapon you can go to at the end of the game, as he's proven in the qualifying draw.
But you know what? I felt like that was a natural transition, though, for Verti. Kojic has played in the league for a long time. He's an elder statesman, if you would, respectfully, as Kropp launches it, and that is using your window of opportunity. Nicholas Kropp just in the nick of time. See what I did there?
That's a technical foul, but
off the window, Skyliners lead it by 1. Hugo, Boss, off iron, long rebound. Lands in the hands of Kropp. You know, I was talking with the Skyliners at lunch the other day. As Kropp gets it to drop, they said they wanted the nickname for Nicholas Kropp to be Vegetable Kropp.
What?
Yes, I said, wait a minute.
Well, he's going to spray twos like that, and we're just going to have to call him St. Nick.
Well, it could be a crop duster if he's spraying everything. But Vegetable Kropp, no. You leave the nicknames up to us, all right? Meantime, Leo. Off the mark, Skyliners with a 6-4 advantage in the opener. Full D action to start us off. Top 2 from each group move on. Toulouse with a 14-11 record this year. Hoping that their 9th appearance stops the nosedive they've been in recently. And the money at the moment. That's some money for you right there, Suhar. The wing. Dead even 6 apiece. And for them to get some offense out of Suhar, he's had a little bit of a down year offensively. Although 5.5 points a game isn't bad. Compared to last season where he was putting them in over 6 a game. And also 39% from 2 last year. He's seen some drops.
I think that last part is when you hit it on the spot. His 2-point percentage has gone down, but they've also struggled this year. They've featured a lot of different lineups. They brought in some new guys, Raph Wilson being one of them. He's more of a ball stopper than a ball mover, and I think Suhard needs the ball to be moved to be effective, either by himself or by his teammates.
Yep. Toulouse hoping this is the right combination. Chef Koya in the face of Joko. Segala's getting to it. Segala has punched the clock, putting in work for Toulouse. They still trail by 1. As Vertig makes his move, finds a wide open Crop. That one won't go. He's got 1-2 under his belt. Now we'll see if the boys in blue can stop Francais. Segala no good. Up to Chef Koya. Lofts it over to Crop. Seems like they're setting up Crop, instilling some confidence in him. They want him to shoot the ball.
They want him featured in that pick and roll because Toulouse is playing a drop coverage, and he pops on every second screen. And that's how you beat a drop coverage, right? You need a pick and pop big man, and Crop is exactly that.
Crop changes the entire dynamic, and not to mention his defense.
That's an improved part of his game this year. He was shaky in defense the last few seasons, but is really committed to getting a better player on that end. Is using his length, is using his added strength as well. And he's making a difference for the Skyliners in that regard.
Or maybe an underrated part of his game. Maybe we haven't paid enough attention to Crop's defense. He's routinely been in the top 10 in blocks.
Agreed. And again, it's those long arms. The man can scratch his knees without bending over, and that'll help.
I wonder, Crop's got to be 6'8".
6'7", 6'8", yeah.
6'7", 6'8".
Perfect height for 3x3, combined with, again, long arms, shooting touch as well. He's changed his offensive role a little bit. He's been more of a screener this year, and I've minded it. It's been a good combo.
Hybrid type player. Meantime, their dedicated guard is Vertig. They try to find Brian on the inside. It's tipped.
This is what we saw a lot of in the qualifying draw. Kevin Bryan going to the basket. He had 6 points, all of them coming out of pick and roll action. Haven't been able to find him in this game.
Not so far, but we're only 3.5 minutes in to day 1. Ooh. Gets it inside, and there's Jules WanBao. Mullet proof with the jump hook. We're back even, 8 apiece. Boss, do you remember, did you ever play here in Abu Dhabi?
No, I didn't think so. No, never played out here.
My first World Tour final was here, 2016.
Was that the one where Herzegovich went completely bananas?
Yeah, absolutely, yes, absolutely. Of course, I didn't play. I was on the microphone then. I was told to remind the people.
You played the crowd.
Meantime, oh! The alley-oop connection, Suhard to Francais. Vertig, bad shot. He's tied up. Who's the ball belong to? While they figure that out, an update on the top scores. Francais with 5 for Les Bleus, and Nicholas Crop with 4 for the Skyliners. Another whistle here. Toulouse with just a single foul so far. Skyliners pick up their 4th. Skyliners making their 6th appearance on the tour this year. Runners-up in Debrecen. 15th in the tour standings. A far cry from making the World Tour final directly, but They're not out of the race, right, boss?
You're right. They're still in heavy contention for the performance slots, which are determined by pro circuit wins. So not just World Tour, but Challengers as well. They got 17 wins on the year. This qualifying draw W didn't count. It's all main draw wins that you need. I think, in my estimations, 21 to 22 wins will get you there. They got this event and then Bucharest left. So still a chance for them.
Yeah, Bucharest, the regular season finale coming up next weekend. WanBao came up bashful. Well short on his 2 attempt. In a 2-point game, it stays. The voice of 3x3, Kyle Montgomery, in your ear with my partner in crime, the Mountain, Boz Rosendahl. You can find Boz at 3x3 The Mountain. You can find me at 3x3 The Voice if you want to. Ooh, bad miss from Chef Coy. The Joker pulls up. Not exactly his specialty, long-range shooting. And not the result that Toulouse had hoped for. We're under the 5-minute mark and we got another whistle. That's an offensive foul.
This game started off really hot with a 6-6 score after 2 minutes, and both teams have just gone completely dead from range since. And the offense has been scarce in the last 4 or 3.5.
It's a new word.
Scarce?
Yeah.
You like it?
I do like it.
Trying to sprinkle in some of my thesaurus for
There you go. There you go. I thought maybe scarce.
Was it scarce? Scarce is, well.
You know what? Tomato, tomato, my friend. Tomato, tomato. It don't matter. I got you.
Thank you.
WanBao. Ooh. Oh, WanBao denied by Krop, who says, I think not. So Nicholas Krop, couple of big defensive plays for the Skyliners in this one. The wingspan on Krop, you can understand why he's so effective in protecting the rim for the Skyliners. Fertie trying to use some speed, runs into 2 defenders. Krop hitting with the counterfeit. Whistle on the inside.
Skyliners are winning the rebound battle. You can see it here. Actually, this is a look at the foul we saw earlier, but it's Fertie with position and strength and the discipline to wait out that Wilson ball.
Leo to Krop, and it's another deuce. Nicholas bringing the gifts from deep for the Skyliners in a 10-10 game. Third deuce of the contest. They're going to leave the Joker open, and he can't knock it down. Offensive board, though, will give Toulouse another chance. Rebounding has been an Achilles heel for the French this season. So the second chance opportunity, they converted into a score. 11-10 now.
Off the catch and contorts to make the layup, and there's a whistle. Like a wait for the ball.
So TV timeout on the flow. Toulouse, who are firmly in the World Tour final at the moment, sitting 7th in the standings. They could climb as high as 5th with a tournament win. Their closest pursuers are idle, by the way, so no Ripper to worry about, no Hangzhou to worry about. Or Vienna, or Partizan. Ulaanbaatar are here, but even with 100 points, they still wouldn't be able to eclipse them. So Toulouse with an opportunity in front of them. Because as you know, Boz, the top 8 in the pre-final standings get a bonus. There's a bonus! All about his mullet! Oh, that was malicious. That was malicious. Oh. Kevin Bryant.
Oh, no.
Oh, my goodness. I was not expecting that. Kevin Bryant looking like Kobe Bryant. Rest in peace. on the one-handed yam and the takeoff. Bryant with the Mamba mentality.
Just filthy.
He's going for the kill, Bart.
Well, he is. I just hadn't seen him do it that way.
He put it on his mullet.
He did. Got an extra curl going there.
Anyway, Crop open like a double click, and he can't connect that time. But he shot it pretty well from deep in this game. We got a good one going here. 12-11, balls from deep. You go. You go, boy. That's from Martin. 14-11. Vertigue rising up. 2 hands for safety.
And drops that hammer like a clumsy carpenter. Let's go.
Hugo up top. Francais with a devastating jab step and a layup that puts Vertigue down. Crop will unleash again. Although another miss from Crop, you gotta like the confidence that he's shooting with.
Well, yeah, but that last one you had Kojic open in the corner.
Okay.
Right? I don't mind it.
Well, maybe
but
you
if
don't
you have the
to
chef
like
next to you,
yeah.
why not give it up?
Yeah. I won't disagree with that. WanBao, soft hands. And he will touch, put a hand on the ball in the restricted area. They'll get a warning for the savvy play. Just trying to get an extra few moments of rest with a timeout on the floor and a shade over 2 minutes to go in our day one opener from Abu Dhabi. 17-13. You're going to see this one all day long on the gram. Segala with 6 points to lead Toulouse with 8 points. 8 points, excuse me. Crop's got 6.
And Segala's done it in a bunch of ways, right? But mainly it's been his work going towards the basket. It's been tactics versus tactics, though. The Skyliners are content playing pick and pop with Crop and letting him shoot. And it seems like Toulouse is content with it as well.
Well, 17-13.
Down low.
It's working out so far for the French. A 2-possession game right now. $1:50 to go. Hugo. Well, oh man, Segala was wide open. And that's one that might have put it away if Segala hits it. Instead, it's out of bounds.
Liners ball. They trail by 3. 1 minute 43 seconds.
This is the exact position the Skyliners were in their qualifying draw, right? Down a bunch at the end of the game. They managed to grab the momentum, fight themselves back from a 5-point deficit.
Whistle.
Largest deficit in this one so far is 4.
Battle tested. Plenty of resolve. That's what I was trying to say. And Kojic with an opportunity to bring his team within 1. Could be setting up for another photo finish. And that, if you're Toulouse, you cannot ever feel comfortable with Kojic on the court and his team within striking distance. It's a 1-point game. Francais with Bryant defending. Segala drops it over to WanBao. Olympian to Olympian. It won't go. Tipped out. Joko has it. Kojic is down, holding his face. Segala still can't hit it, and Kojic is still down and apparently struggling. Toulouse can't make him pay. Kojic gets up after 20 seconds on the ground. Segala will get another look, and it still won't fall.
Uh-oh. That's an easy 3-on-2 situation. You got to play it out with at least a layup there.
Well, Kevin Bryant showing him how it's done with that layup thing. Toulouse just 24% from long range this year. So the twos have not been falling for most of the season. Kojic, he was just pretending. Hit him with the fake and the 2 make. 17-18 is the result. Can Toulouse hold off the charging Skyliners right now? Segala won't go. Kojic with the board. 30 ticks left. Chef Kojic misses it. Both Joko and Vertigue trying to hustle that one down. 20 seconds left. Big decision to decide whose possession this will be. And we'll get a closer look here. Actually, just another look at the Vertigue 2-handed flush.
Referees will take a look at that play, though.
Come on, y'all. Let's go.
As they should. Big possession and big tournament. Every game is meaningful when you're trying to lock down a spot to the World Tour Final. That is the premier event of the entire season, where the best teams on the planet play for the biggest prize in the sport and the right to claim themselves the best 3x3 team in the world. That'll be going down in Manama, Bahrain next month, late November. And the Skyliners in jeopardy of not being able to play in that event. Toulouse are virtually alive. Virtually.
Yeah, both teams again. Look, Skyliners trying to make it in. There's a 3-team race that's interesting to keep an eye out on, which is when it comes to the performance slots, it's the last slot available. 3 teams are sitting right around 16 to 17 wins with either 1 or 2 events left. The Skyliners being one of them, Carolina being there with 16 wins, and Barcelona, they only have 1 event left, but they are at 16 wins as well.
Yeah, that's a good reminder. I forgot all about Barcelona being in here.
Yeah, they could.
Here we go. It is deemed to be Skyliners' ball. They can tie or take the lead. Neither team can foul without free throws.
Skyliners are up by 1.
Yeah, Skyliners up by 1, excuse me. Stefan Koy to Nicholas Krop. Krop denied by Joko. Krop with the up fake. Krop off iron. Long rebound goes to Suhard. 6 seconds to go. Make that 4. Segala evens things up. Tick, tick. Oh, what? There's a whistle. Foul called on Suhard with Kojic attempting a 2. And that will put Kojic on the line with a chance to win this game before OT, or so it seems. I heard a whistle. I saw a foul signal.
Yes, and they're going to check whether that came in time or not. The foul. That is not a smart foul. Don't stick your hand out there. In a situation like that, Kojic is already forced to double clutch.
Yeah. If anything, you just put a hand up to contest. You don't swipe down.
Nope.
All right.
And that miscue from Hugo Suhard could cost them the game. You're talking about the third all-time leading scorer in 3x3 history, Stefan Kojic. At the line, and he will miss the first. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, here we go. Pressure. Free throw for Stefan Kojic here. As this could be the difference in going to overtime or not. He shot it well from the free throw line this year. Nearly 70% he puts them up. And not enough time for Toulouse to respond. So it's a Skyliners win. 20-19. They come out of the qualifying draw in a thriller, and they win their first main draw contest in the same fashion. Maybe a little less dramatic than Kojic's game winner in the QD, but he gets it done at the free throw line this time, and that's enough. A win is a win is a win.
And you can clearly see Leon Fatigue, which I think is the emotional leader of this team. He went straight to Nicholas Krop after the game and told him he did a good job. They heavily featured Krop in this one. Mixed results. He hit a couple early, then he missed a bunch. Then he hit one late, I believe. But they went up to him and told him, look, we empowered you and you did your job. And I like that. I like to see that.
Great display of leadership and another gutsy win for the Skyliners. Toulouse back to the drawing board. Highlights for you to enjoy. Listen, we're just getting started. Settle in. We got 11 more to go in a beautiful venue and an iconic 3x3 destination. We are 60 seconds away from getting it back going as we swing things to Pool C action. Coming up next, it is Amsterdam.
Damn.
You know it, and Seef on deck from Abu Dhabi. Stick around.
Once again, y'all, we do have hydration stations behind the arcades over there, right next to the big Wilson basketball. All right, so coming up next, here on the half court, we got Team Amsterdam RABOBANK from Netherlands versus Team Seef from UAE.
All right, Team Seef from the UAE and Team Amsterdam RABOBANK representing the Dutch. Been a little bit of time since we've seen Amsterdam RABOBANK on the World Tour. So I'm kind of, it's good to hear that song again. Big X the plug, the biggest. That's Boz's song. Y'all don't even know. Whenever it comes on, Big Boz you start jigging. Hey, hey. Amsterdam RABOBANK, 26-15 record this year. Number 2 in the World Tour standings. Of course, they are the defending World Tour champions, which people here in Abu Dhabi will remember well. 18.5 points a game, 17.5 points allowed per game. Tops in the league when it comes to taking care of the ball. Only 3 turnovers per game, and they got the reigning MVP in Hype Worthy, joining B Smooth, The Connect, and Big Drizzy. So Jan Dries and WanBao Connect, Brian Alberts, Worthy, De Jong of Team Amsterdam. Haven't seen him on tour since finishing 8th in Shenzhen. Just played in the last challenge of the season in Guangzhou, finished 5th. They still ended up qualifying for the regular season finale in Bucharest next week. So they're not going to catch Oob.
No.
The one spot is locked. But to get that $50,000 second place pre-final bonus,
it's pretty spicy right there.
Right?
Yep, and it's between them and Miami, who both feature here as well as in Bucharest. Difference is not too big, so Amsterdam is going to look to do big things here, but they have been slightly underwhelming in the last couple of events they've played. Of course, haven't made a final game in a World Tour event since May.
Yeah, which is crazy. 3 final appearances this year, no titles. Three other semifinal results, but only once in 11 Masters they failed to reach day 2. So, I mean, by all measures, it's been a good season. But the whole no Masters titles thing, Boz, when it comes to Amsterdam, the reigning champs, the whole no Masters titles things, it just doesn't seem right for them.
You're right, but if you think back to last year, they didn't have a Masters title until they traveled to Abu Dhabi here, where they picked up some steam before going into the finals in Hong Kong.
Yeah.
I don't think they've ever won more than 1 Masters in a year. This is a team we expected to take the next step, I guess, because they're always right there. They're on the brink, 3rd, 4th, 2nd even, especially with Worthy De Jong on the team, one of the most dynamic offensive talents in the game.
True.
But this is not a team that's a perpetual World Tour winner. It's a team that has been highly effective in the World Tour.
Yes, consistency has been the thing for them. Meantime, as you take a look at Seef, they are qualified for the World Tour final, clinched with the host nomination. Played in Deqing 2 weeks ago, and they turned it over to the tune of 7 points per game. But it's a group of good guys who are dedicated to the sport. Obviously going to play as freely as possible. You don't need me to tell you that they are massive underdogs against the defending champs. But in my conversations with them this week, leading up to this tournament, they say they want to come out, they want to play loose, they know that they aren't going to be favored. And another thing is, you know, these guys work jobs, regular jobs, in conjunction with playing 3x3. So balancing the schedule and finding enough practice time to come out here and compete against teams like Amsterdam is difficult. We'll see how they do. Ball belongs to the Dutch to start. De Jong sets up B Smooth. Alberts get that out the bottom of the nets. Last time I saw BA, he was rocking some of the best loafer shoes I've seen. I said the next time he plays, I'm going to call him Mr. Loafer Loafer.
Oh, no.
Mr. Loafer Loafer. Yeah.
That man is always dressed to impress. It looks like he could pop out an R&B song at any point.
I'm trying to tell you. Beast Move and company will turn it over that time. Dreesen will check out. Smaller lineup for the Dutch as Seef play on. De Jong to the crib. He's proved that the hype is worthy on the season. De Jong, top overall scorer, second in player value, second in rebounding. It's been another banner year for Worthy De Jong. Formerly of Utrecht, made the move over to Amsterdam a couple of seasons ago and has only gotten better. Speaking of better, WanBao connect. You won't find a better dime than that today. You can't even read this pass. That ain't legible. The connect, hooking things up for Amsterdam.
Should start calling him the plug.
The plug. I have sometimes. Anytime that two-piece will find the bottom of the net for Seef, courtesy of Sharik Shukrala. Shukrala actually works in the bank. Oh, stop. Worthy wasn't even looking. Seef, though, lead it by 1. Sidestep, 2 attempt, will not go.
Actually, they put points on the wrong side of the board. Amsterdam's up 5-2.
Okay.
As far as Seef, though, if they want to stand a chance here, they better let the 2-ball fly.
Only chance. And I think they understand it. Big Drizzy, Olympic gold medalist, the only one on the floor right now. You remember back to that iconic Netherlands gold medal in Paris last year at the Olympic Games. Jan Dreesen on that squad with Worthy, the male founder horse, and Arvind Slotkin. Three-point advantage for the Dam. Ball in Seef's possession. Shukrala making his move on the connect. Oh, probably should have shot the ball. Instead, he turns it over. The connect gets it back. Oh, somebody needs to hold on to it. Be smooth. Not that time.
Don't compute. Long shot, long rebound.
Ooh, be smooth. Crispy crossover. Right to left.
6-2.
Oh, get up then. Get up then. I see you. Some bounce from Nasser Al-Musawi. I think it's the first time all season I've seen Al-Musawi throw one down.
Yeah, same. But what you can see is who their training buddies and teachers are. They play at a high pace. They try to do with a bunch of movement and screens in the first couple of possessions. It won't work against Balkanek when he's shooting like that, though.
No, Balkanek in the conversation for MVP in the early part of this season. Had some time away from the sport and is making his way back. Alberts that time a 4-shot. Worthy with the extra effort still doesn't get the possession, but don't worry, Seef will give it right back to you. They're feeling charitable. 8-4 contest. Amsterdam leading Miami, who are playing here as well, by 52 points for the 2 spot in the World Tour final standing. Now Connect will swing right. Oh, what happened? Defensive breakdown. You can't leave the Connect open. Luckily for them, he doesn't knock it down. Fall away. Tough shot right there. That's crazy. Wow. Syed Hamid. Worthy. Too strong. Al-Musawi now will loft it inside, but Worthy. Nothing safe around him. He's an absolute bandit defensively. Balkanek with 4 to shoot. Create some space in the relationship. 9-5, Amsterdam starting this game comfortably. Al-Musawi. against the reigning MVP. And a shot clock violation. Worthy looked annoyed that he even tried to attempt the shot on him.
That's a standard face, though.
It's true.
You got resting annoyed face.
Environmental responsibility and sustainability. So if you guys got water bottles.
Interesting fact here, by the way. I don't think you know this yet. Worthy has had another guy called James Worthy write him an autobiography that's coming out on the 17th of November. There's might be some of my words in there. I'm highly looking forward to that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Very cool. I did see it on his Instagram, and yeah, looking forward to reading that book. Oh, another delectable dish set up from the connect to Worthy.
With a one-handed jam.
But man, Balconnect has been out here serving.
Piece of the hand.
He has been serving.
Him stepping into the main light for this team and carrying on the way he does, upping his scoring efficiency, getting his points per game up by a bunch, but mainly stepping into a leading role in this team where he was a kind of their fifth guy last year, right?
Yeah.
It's been a seamless transition for them, and I've liked it, especially because he's mixed in some off-ball stuff. He started to screen more. His defense has picked up, and that's commendable.
Well, he's been the most consistent second option to Worthy this season. And I think that's what they were looking for in the absence of Arvin Slaughter, who retired. And he stepped into that role. Got our DJ Lass on the spins. You know I'm from Kansas City. He's playing a guy named Tech 9 right now.
I know Tech 9.
Who's from my city.
Oh, really?
With Lil Wayne, my favorite rapper ever.
Who else did he usually work with? Tech? No, Tech 9 and who else?
Yellow
Wonder.
Yeah, Yellow Wolf is a guy he worked with for, you know, a lot of projects. But Tech's worked with a bunch of guys. Eminem, Wayne on this one.
All right.
Big Drizzy with the save. Worthy hands it off to be Smooth. Right at the horn. No, it won't go. But a 6-point lead for Amsterdam. Again, played at the Kangju Challenger. Finished 5th there. Drizzy. How many times we've seen him do things like that? Balcony. Ooh. Glass cracker. Al-Musawi getting tricky with it. Lefty stroke. Too much protein on the release as we're exactly halfway through this 10-minute sprint. No sweat for Amsterdam so far. Second best team, not next to Oob this season. I'm gonna start calling Balconnect medieval.
Yeah, he's got a mid-range game as well, but that's what makes this team so unique, right? Because a lot of teams in 3x3 are chasing efficiency. They want to get layups at the rim and they want to get twos up. And Amsterdam, they lean into the mid-range game for Balconnect as well as BA. It doesn't detract from momentum if they miss. And they hit him in a high clip too, that helps.
Yeah, I think it's a lost art in basketball in general. I've said that many times before. But typically that's considered a bad shot in 3x3. You either want to get to the rim or you want to attempt the two, unless you're as efficient as they are. Meantime, Balconnect, strong. Gets tied up on the reach in. Just the third foul on Seef, but they have not been able to be a real threat to Amsterdam so far in this one.
They have not. Second time this year these two teams meet up. First one was already a 21-14 dub for the Dams. It's looking like it's heading that way again.
Oh man, look at the rerouting of Balconnect. He had his Waze app on. 8-point advantage for the Dam. Kyle Montgomery, a.k.a. the voice of 3x3, with you. So is Bas Rosendahl. He's the mountain.
Hello.
He's got some bars too. I'm waiting on him.
I got him saved up.
Yeah, he's saving it. He's holding on to him.
Try to go under the arm with the defender.
Got a whistle here. On the scoop attempt, foul is drawn. And we'll put Hamid on the line. Hamid. Off target. Offensive rebound. Bad pass. And out of bounds it'll go. So I mentioned the last time we saw Seef, they turned it over 7 times a game in Deschamps. More of the same here. Against one of the premier defensive teams in all of 3x3 in Amsterdam. You got to take care of the Wilson.
It's difficult for them, though. As you mentioned, a good look. Not only are they guys trying to juggle a job with being a professional athlete in 3x3, they're also trying to adapt to a system. Again, they play that Rifa style of offense, right? Rifa has been their teachers, so to speak. And they're trying to adapt to that style of offense with a lot of movement, a lot of screening. You can see they put their own twist on things a little bit, but that's a difficult offense to grasp, especially for a new team on the World Tour this year. And a team that, again, doesn't have much experience going back to the years of 3x3.
Yeah, true. But it starts with the basics. And one of the basics is making sure that you consider every possession to be precious. I mean, they got to take care. They got to take care of the Wilson better than Chuck Nolan. You would get that. You got that one. Some people are like, what?
Yeah, I guess.
13-5. Wilson! Pull up. Ooh. Off iron. Tip won't go. Height with it for a moment. Poked away. That'll leave 9 seconds to shoot. 3:45 on the game clock. Amsterdam in full stride, sprinting towards 21 points. Balcony. He made me think he was going to yam it for a second.
It was close.
A strong layup for MB. He's looking over here at us. Don't worry, Martin. We didn't believe it anyway. 10-point advantage. Amsterdam.
Team Seef ball.
We'll see action following a close game in the opener. It's all the Skyliners top Toulouse by 1. Up fake. Hook won't go. Offensive rebound, though, stays with Seef. Up and under, step through for Ali Al-Hassan.
15-6.
Be smooth. Narrow miss that time. Still a quite comfy lead for Amsterdam. A whistle. That one called on Dreesen.
Yeah, another smart foul. You're up by 9. Just let the fella shoot. He's off balance anyways. Jan reaches in, though, and gets Seef a pair of free throws.
And a rare kind of unnecessary foul. Dreesen's normally high IQ defensive player.
Yes.
Took a gamble there and got whistled. But if you're Amsterdam, you're not. I mean, Seef with only 6 points to this point.
Now, you're not concerned at all.
Yeah,
so I'm saying, like, this game now is all about building rhythm for the rest of the tournament. It's about finding confidence. It's about doing the right thing, making sure you're in rhythm. As you're going to face some tougher opposition, like later on today, possibly tomorrow into the knockout rounds.
It's understandable. 2:50 to go. Amsterdam have had this thing in cruise control. And they'll get to recharge the battery a bit as we head into this timeout on the floor. 2:50 to go. Amsterdam with a foul to give. And Seef with 2. We've seen Bao connect out here serving up some exquisite dishes. He's also brought his offensive game too. Pull up midi. Part of his scoring campaign as he'll set up Worthy now. The reigning MVP, but Al-Musawi defending. You'll miss that one, but Worthy seems to be everywhere. Sets up Be Smooth for a 2 attempt that won't fall. Both teams trade misses. Worthy clears it. Ike was looking to run that typical Amsterdam action, but didn't quite work out that way. A little sloppy with the ball, but there's that defense again. Oh, it's not a shot clock issue. It's Balkanek stepping on the sideline.
Worthy wanted the shot clock violation before the out-of-bounds call. That is what he's done, the referee Veskovic. We are discussing it.
Well, yeah. Could understand it, but it looked to me like they had possession, obviously, after the horn had started, after the horn sounded, rather. So official Najib Tajadeen is going to bring the players in to explain why the ball belongs to Seef. In any case, the rest of this one, at this point, seems like a formality. Unless Seef can somehow catch fire from 2. That's not been the case so far. The connect, spinning in traffic. Now connect to Alberts. Alberts!
The amount of shooting Amsterdam has on the team is almost unfair. With Worthy, Balkanek, and Alberts on the squad.
When they're hit, De Jong has struggled from 2-point range this year. Balkanek's been pretty consistent. And Albert's struggles from deep have also been noteworthy. Oh, meantime, that is highlight worthy. He might get a new nickname. Oh, it don't count?
Nope.
Oh, man, what a waste. Because this is just filthy.
The man is gifted, but he keeps on surprising. There's always some new in that bag of his. It's hard to follow in a good way.
Well, we'll see if that one makes the gram or not. It was not a play that counted, but it was still fun to watch. Worthy with the thievery.
Should start calling those no lights. But it's not a low light.
No, it's right. It's a no light. I like that.
Thank you. See? I told you I'd bring some bars. Well, that wasn't technically a bar, but whatever.
18-7 was clever. It was astute. Kicked out. Be smooth. No. With just a $1:03 left. And an anticlimactic contest. Amsterdam have seemed interested. They run up the score. Whenever Seef has scored a bucket, Amsterdam has responded with a couple. There's a big finish. Seef will take that. Now Worthy. Spinning. Driving. Height. No. Shooting foul, however, that will put Worthy on the line. And again, this year for Worthy De Jong. 7 points a game, 4 rebounds per. I mentioned the struggles from 2-point range at 23%, but he has been lights out at the free throw stripe, 82% conversion rate at the charity stripe. There he goes, and he's only got 3 points in the game.
Yeah, and speaking on those 2-point struggles, I don't think he's ever been the most prolific 2-point shooter in the field. He's usually hovering around 27, 28. I don't think he ever got above 30. More of a volume shooter to have people respect. You have to respect him, right?
Yes. He's a big shot maker.
Well, yes.
Regardless of what his percentage is, if you think back to the last couple of years, who's had more iconic clutch shots made than Worthy?
Look, if you count the moment too, no,
you can't. You go to the Olympic Games, you go to the World Tour final last year, but just by the books, Fabian Giesman has the most buzzer beaters this year. If we're going by the numbers, just to keep it 100.
Well, yeah, but that's this year. I don't know about last year, but there might be some people that have more than that.
B.A. No, Amsterdam have hit a little bit of a cold spell. Worthy. He will also misfire. Final 5 seconds to go, which will lead to a Seef layup. Be smooth with one last look. And that will not fall, but Seef will. Amsterdam start off their Abu Dhabi campaign and Abu Dhabi Masters title defense with a W. An easy one at that. 18-10, runaway W over Seef to open up Pool C action. Of course, Pool B play is on the way after the highlights run from a game that went about as we expected. So, Pool B coming up next, Miami and Kanazawa. Can Kanazawa shock a hot Miami team? That's the question at hand for the next 10-minute sprint. Moving pictures, and then we play on from Abu Dhabi.
All righty, Pool B about to start, and this could be a shootout. Miami and Kanazawa, two teams that play at incredible pace, meet up out here in Abu Dhabi on the half court under the Magic Sky Dome in their first action in Pool B. And Miami come off a hot run in Macau last week. Second place finish, but in that final game against Lugano, they were up and had game point in their hands. Could not finish the game. Couldn't get the final bucket. They returned the same four. It's Andrew Kelly out to the court first. He did get a shot at that win. They got the ball in the mid post. He couldn't get it done. What does that do to your team, Kyle? If you almost win, you got game point, and it looked like no one wanted to get the rock.
Which game was that?
Last week in Macau, Miami in the final.
They were dead. They were
gas,
dead.
You're right.
It was a game that it looked like it was in the bag for Miami, but I guess things aren't always what they seem. Lugano was a team with destiny. Miami gave up a big lead late. But I tell you, man, even with that loss in the final, Miami are coming in with some real momentum.
You're right.
2 wins in the last 3 tournaments. Of course, runners-up last weekend in Macau. Henry Caruso was unbelievable. Topped the field in rebounding. Mitch Hahn got up to a great start. Andrew Kelly caught a sick body last week.
And Caruso led the field in nicknames being handed out to him.
He got like 5 nicknames.
He got 4 or 5
in
new
one game. More on his nickname. We might bring out another one for this one. Pool B action coming up right here, right now. Miami, the top rebounding team in the league this year. A 24-11 record, should be arriving with some swagger. And they got an incredible formula for success that we'll get into in a moment. But right now, let's get a look at Kanazawa taking the court right now. Kanazawa got a couple players worthy of keeping an eye on. One of them is that man, Gilligan's Island. Here on Gilligan's Isle. You know, no, that's a throwback. Anyway, that's
but the main guy, I'll tell you, because Devin Gilligan is really good. We'll get to him. Main guy to keep an eye out here is Giovanni Scott. It's his World Tour debut. The man is averaging 6.5 points per on the pro circuit. He's a main reason why this team, Kanazawa, won the Kaohsiung Challenger a few weeks ago. And he can go. He works well in their high-paced system because these teams both play at a very high pace. This game has the potential to just be a straight run-out. No defense, all offense. As Devin Gilligan has a non-stop motor. Scott as well. They got some good players in Dewa on the squad.
Yeah, I like Dewa.
Dewa's a good guy. Virginia as well. They come from the 3x3 XE leagues in Japan where the pace of the game is usually a lot higher than it is on the FIBA 3x3 World Tour circuit. And Miami is a team that likes to play at pace. True. It's going to be a good one.
Yeah, I was going to say, the formula for Miami, you know, obviously they upped the pace, picked up a big win over Ub last weekend. Looked like they were most certainly going to win a final against a Lugano team that, you know, was a huge dark horse. But ball movement, defense, they rebound the hell out of the ball, and they take care of the Wilson as well, right? They don't turn it over. Most key assists in the field by far last weekend. You're going to win a lot of 3x3 games when you play that brand of basketball in this sport. That's what Miami's doing right now. They've got Amsterdam in their sights, trying to top the Dutch for the 2 seed heading into the World Tour final with the Masters left. And the difference in $10,000 in bonus money. And like Boz has said many times, seeding matters when you go into the World Tour final.
It sure does.
Anyway, not quite there yet. Just game 3 of the day. The voice of 3x3, Kyle Montgomery with you. Boz Rosendahl here as well. Possession in the hands of Kanazawa. Gilligan, not that time. Caruso over to Big City. Back to Hahn. Big City won't go. Now comes Gilligan. Whips it up top. 2-piece on the way. It won't go. Caruso with a rebound. That's surprising.
Nope.
Yeah, not really. Over 6 a game last weekend in terms of his rebounds. 7 points a game. He's on point like a harpoon. The real deal. That 2 goes a miss. Dylan Travis. He will draw the foul. And I believe he was in the process of the shot. Maybe not. Never mind. On the floor. On the floor. As they will get reset. Miami, that is. An easy entry score to Andrew Kells. Kelly, who can't get to Gilligan's shot that time.
3-1.
Kelly will set up Travis for the midi. And he missed everything.
Save it with bounces on the line.
But Miami last weekend, they only fouled on average 5 times a game.
They're a very disciplined squad when it comes to fouling, rebounding, and with the way they feature Andrew Kelly. Because what I saw from them last week, as Scott knocks down a long-range shot, they featured him in a dunker spot a lot. You don't often see 3x3 teams do that, but they played out a 2-on-1 situation with him down low very often, and you have to have some discipline to get through that because that's not a normal formation in 3x3.
Yeah. They run a lot of actions that turn into other actions. Always keep the defense off balance. And the versatility of Miami is the reason they've had the success they've had this year as a top 3 team in the league. We got a timeout on the floor.
The scoreboard's out.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, who the heck would call a timeout a minute and a half in?
Me when I'm playing in this heat.
Okay, scoreboard's out. Dylan Travis connected on his first 2-piece. And ain't no fun if the homies can't have none. We'll find Kells on the cut. And then it's Giovanni Scott. High arc on that one.
All right, it's prayer time.
And that's where we stand, 3-3. Okay, scoreboard's back on. So we can play on.
So we lowered the music to respect prayer time.
Oh, wait. Actually, in respect for prayer time, the music has been lowered. And I believe they want to change. They want to get one of the screens strictly to the scoreboard. Right now it's just video.
Well,
okay, yeah. I mean, they don't need to be watching highlights or a live feed.
It's making Veskovic dance. He hit the left right. Never seen him do that.
Trust me, you don't want to see Vesko dance. I got a video of him dancing one time. It is.
Respect the prayer time.
He would pay me to delete it. Let's just put it like that.
I need to see that after the game.
All right, once they get the bugs out of the system, we can play on.
Still working on the scoreboard.
All righty, so this brief delay is due to a technical issue with the scoreboard. So please bear with us. Be patient. Oh, there it goes. See?
Well.
It's been fixed. We're good to go. 3-3 game, 8:36 on the game clock. Abu Dhabi Masters plays on. Big Senny. No good. Remember Han last weekend started off with a 10-point outburst. Slowed down as the tournament went on. So far it's been Kales and Travis. 1 point game. Wow. Oh, he's whacked.
That's going to be a foul.
I like Dewa as a player, man. He's multifaceted. He's quick. He's a good defender. He's got a little bit of a shot. I'm not going to say he's a knockdown shooter at all, but at least he's very competent. But his speed is what enables all of this.
Dewa will be forever famous for scoring the only point other than Ryo Ozawa's 20 at the Asia Cup this year. Otherwise, Ozawa would have had a perfect 21-point game.
Yeah, I don't think that'll ever be repeated. But you're right.
So got a whistle that will set Miami back up top. Kanazawa with 2 fouls and a 4-4 tie. Caruso streaking right. Euro stepping in the paint. Will drop it off to Kales. Great patience from Caruso.
Hits the leg down low.
Gilligan.
Wide.
Benito Mulligan.
Long ranger.
Another try.
5-4. Miami leading.
Caruso feeling confident. Straight on. Knocks it down.
7-4.
He's been doing that more often. And he might not be shooting them at the highest of percentages. But the fact that you have to respect that shot because he knocks it down every now and then means he can drive as well, and that enables his backdoor cuts. It's quite something. He refused to shoot him at the start of the year.
Yeah, like Caruso's, again, showing that ability this season. Last month for him. They went from a ooh to a Very quick. Gilligan taking off. Man, really had a chance to yam on Caruso. He just lost the handle.
Yeah, tied down just a little bit. There's your Gilligan's Island joke.
The number 13 nationally ranked player in Japan.
You remember Gilligan's Island's about that big guy being tied down.
I thought you didn't even remember Gilligan's Island.
No, I did. I just didn't remember the jingle. I think I read the book.
It's Marianne and what's the other guy? The professor. Anyway. So Dylan Travis with the last second dish. And a 3-point lead for Miami. 2 to shoot. Gilligan. That time he sneaks up the layup. Kanazawa keeping pace. Oh, Kales on the cut. precisely put in place by the real deal. Gilligan now, getting active. Gilligan. You don't want to be on an island with him right now.
He's shown the ability to carry a team on his back last year mainly, where he was the top scorer on his squad. He's led the way today here with Scott not really showing up so far in his World Tour debut.
Well, he's hit 1-2. Meantime, it's Andrew Kelly who scored 5 so far for Miami. And a 2-point advantage from Abu Dhabi. Not many 3x3 locations that we've gone to for 10 years. You think of Lausanne.
Utsunomiya has been active.
Utsunomiya, I believe Prague
back in the days.
Yep, back in the day. But Abu Dhabi's right up there, special place in my heart. Yep, Chengdu. But elite company as far as LOCs go. And 3x3 destinations, the real deal. Yes, indeed.
11-7.
Gilligan.
Off the tween.
Has his cross. Gilligan. Oh, drug the pivot.
Looks like his pivot foot switched, so
a 4-point lead for Miami.
Possession of Miami.
It's been a game that they really haven't felt like they've been threatened.
Off the cross.
But Miami hasn't exactly been sharp either.
Turnaround push shot. Don't drop.
But
persistence
they just seem to be a little bit more physical.
7.
I agree. They've managed to slow the pace of Kanazawa down, which is something you don't really expect from a Miami squad who usually try to outpace you. It's still a high-scoring affair. We got 19 points on the board after less than 4 minutes played, but Kanazawa like to play at breakneck pace, and they're not getting to it.
They got to shoot something. And it's Dewa. Hits the heel. The lead pass. Right on target for Han.
13-7.
Some of Miami's passes, obviously you watch NFL. You know when a quarterback throws it to a spot and the receiver hasn't even turned around and looking for the ball yet. There's so much in sync that you'll see Miami kind of, deliver their passes in that same way that you would see an NFL quarterback. The ball is on the way. They're expecting it to be in the spot. They turn their eyes, and there it is. Right place.
That's that flow offense of theirs where they have a lot of chemistry. They know where the other guys are going to be. They know they're going to be cutting off ball, like right here.
There's Caruso showing off the athleticism. And it's been, guess who? Dylan Travis. Dewa, drive kick, nowhere to go. Clamps, lockdown.
And it's 14-7.
Now a timeout on the floor. Kanazawa need to talk things over.
They do it. I expected a little bit more.
So once again,
I don't know.
This is the FIBA 3.
A little bit more of a roll of the dice for them in the sense that if you want to get a win at this level, and look, they've played at the Challenger level only this year. This is their first World Tour event. If you want to get a win at this level, you need to really lead into your system to be in. To me now, they're out of their system. They're not playing at pace. They're not using a lot of twos. They're not using high movement. Not that they're the best two-point shooting team, but they have not put up any outside of Gilligan. And Scott to get one.
With all respect, it ain't happening. And there's still 5 minutes to play.
Well,
if they can prove me wrong, then I'll just be quiet for a game. But no, I don't think they're going to be able to contend in this contest.
I don't think so either. But again, that doesn't take away from the fact that they could be playing in a different way.
Yeah, and there's nothing really overtly against them right now. They only got 3 fouls, and it's just a 3-possession game. But I don't see it. I don't see it at all, especially with plays like that. Ball back in Miami's hands. And a reach-in called on Gilligan. Up fake, real deal. Tried the pocket pass. Gilligan to the crib. So Gilligan is taking it upon himself to be the aggressor for Kanazawa. And he will shoot a free throw as a result. High energy player.
Playing against his countrymen.
Yeah. And I was going to say, somewhat of a journeyman.
He's been out of Japan for a couple of years now. Bounced around between several teams, but he's really found his home there when it comes to 3x3 basketball.
Well, he didn't get the free throw to land home. Oh, look at that. Man, he's not dealing. He's dealing. He's dealing, Travis. Gilligan. Oh. Can't get it to go, though. Travis setting up Big Senny. Turnaround, drop off, broken up.
Ends up in the hands of Kanazawa.
That one's stolen away. The American Eagle.
Don't hurt yourself.
He's showing off that talent again. Henry Caruso with the two-piece that extends the lead. 17-8. You're right. I'm going to take your advice. That call kind of hurt. I barely got that one.
No, I saw that. You struggled with it. It's good, though. I like it.
No struggles for Miami, though. It's 17-8. They are running away with this thing. Henry Caruso playing well on the offensive end. 6 points for him. Go to MC, Noah Lazarus on the mic. Shout out to him, 3x3, the high. Dewa, crossing. Dewa to the crib. Nice move past Travis, who's running low on gas. The real deal. Euro stepping, missing, whistle, late, however, on the rebound attempt. Again, one of the biggest attributes for Miami this year. On average, the top rebounding team in the league. 15.2 per game. Offensive board puts Hahn on the line, and he'll make it now 18-9. This one likely going to end before the limit with 3:23 and counting. Gilligan getting busy with it. Up fake in the corner. Wait a minute, sir. He had traveling plans, apparently. And Slobo will hit him with the whistle on the baseline. Kills now to the free throw line where Caruso is waiting. Almost. Gilligan now speedy to Dewa. Yes. Kelly will now take it himself. Kales, get that some. Is that out of bounds? What a swat. Told Kales, what the hells? Get that up out of here. (18-10). Gilligan bringing some punishment to Caruso. Uh-oh. So that's Imani Scott and Kelly. Bumping legs, it seems.
A little bit of a knee-to-knee action there.
Both players okay.
Tripped up.
Yeah. Ball to Miami. Kelly is out. Giamatti will stay in. Scott goes to check on Kelly to make sure everything is good with him. Good sportsmanship as we'll get back to the action. 2:45 to go. Caruso gets him started from the logo. Game number 3 of 12 on the day. who'll be opener. Has been all Miami all the time. Looking to close this thing out strong. Dylan Travis, no. Caruso all over the glass. Travis, 12-footer. Money in the bank.
1911.
Gilligan now will drop it off. Up fade. Force two. Ooh,
Off the marker.
absolutely not.
No. Kanazawa again. Even though Gilligan's been really good and Dewa's done his job, they have had no help. None. Outside of that two that Scott hit at the start of the game.
Well, Dennis Green. They are who we thought they were.
Like wallets.
That's simple. Point game, Miami. Scott, no.
Too strong.
Caruso
Layup.
can end it. Caruso, two-piece.
Offline. No signal.
But just 2 minutes left. Less than that. Long attempt. Big Sandy.
Top of the key.
No, sir. But, oh, Caruso will get a late whistle. Definitely saw the contact there.
Caruso went up for the putback.
So a tournament leading 30 rebounds last weekend for Caruso. A couple of MVPs in the last 30 days. Dongguan challenger. Also Shanghai. And he will deliver the finishing touch in a blowout W, 21-11. Miami.
Team Miami wins over Team Kanazawa. Let's hear it, y'all, for Team
So after a brief entertainment break,
And of course, let's get loud
we will
for the
check ball between Ub and Taipei WanBao.
Miami.
That's officially 8 minutes from now. We'll get back on the mic here in a few minutes to get you set up for game number 4 on the day. Pool A coming at you from Abu Dhabi in less than 10.
Give it up, y'all, once again for the TPS Abu Dhabi Dance Club, headed by Miss Rebecca. So coming up next, we got 3 more games of the main draw before our session break. But a lot of 3x3 basketball action for your satisfaction here in the FIBA 3x3 World Tour Abu Dhabi 2025. And also be sure to follow 3x3 WT, the World Tour, on Instagram. You can also follow on YouTube and TikTok, FIBA 3x3. So let's go over the games coming up next. So for our main draw game 4, starting in a few minutes, we got Team Ub versus Taipei WanBao. Then after that, 6:40 p.m., we have Team Toulouse versus Ulaanbaatar MMC Energy. Then at 7:05, we have Team Amsterdam RABOBANK versus Team Lugano. And of course, before our second session, we do have a session break, and then we also have a live performance and team presentation. Live performance by 567 Ray Dance, and a total of 9 more games on the slate today for the main draw. From this session to the next, and we're gonna find out after these next 9 games who will advance to day 2, the knockout rounds of the FIBA 3x3 World Tour Abu Dhabi 2025. And once again, big shout outs DJ Last, making it last, once again, official DJ of the Tokyo 2020 and Paris 2024 Olympics. Had the pleasure of working with him. There, once again, I'm MC No Lazarus of Q York, aka 3x3 the Hype. All right, so coming up next, we got
all right, straight on over to Pool A. A couple of minutes later than expected. We were working out some issues with the scoreboard, but we are back with you from Abu Dhabi, and we will get our first look at your world number 1. It's Ub, who are up next. A bit of a subpar result from them last week. They finished 3rd in the Macau Masters with only a 2-2 record in that tournament. For them, they bring back Mr. Robot, Stefan Stojacic, for the 2nd week in a row, added to the team before last week's event because some injury issues. It's Nenad Naranjic who is not with the team in this one. So it's Mr. Robot joined by Nim Diesel, Nemanja Barac, and he's back. Marko Brankovic, one of the unsung heroes for the Zoom team, maybe. I think Steve's starting to pick up on the MVP discussion for him, though, Kyle.
I would say so. If the season ended today, Marko Brankovic, in my opinion, would be the MVP of the league. That is no shade to Dr. Strange, the world number 1, but Branquilla has been that damn good this year. His brother wasn't too bad last weekend either. Mr. Robot, 6 points a game last weekend. He shot the heck out of the 2-ball, 35%. He got a late call to be added to the roster here in place of Nenad Naranjic. So a smaller lineup than we're used to seeing from Ruben. You know, semifinals last week, not bad. But they want that 7th Masters title bad this year. bad. Record, they would break their own record.
You're right. They would break their own record at 6. They want it badly. And they also want to make sure they head into that World Tour final with the right mentality, the right form. They've been building towards that. They've had a long month, though, Kyle. Think about it. They've been on the road for forever. I think they were on the road for 5 weeks and went home for 2 days.
Yeah, I think this is their 5th tournament in the last 6 weeks, which is insane. A lot of wear and tear on this UB team. Brankovic, who had a slight injury, missed last weekend's competition, but he had been the only player on UB's roster this year who had not missed a single tournament. So either way, it was a deserved rest for Branquilla, who's back now. And we'll see how UB will start off things here against Taipei. Taipei, who we saw last weekend in Macau, although briefly, they were not able to emerge from the qualifying draw. So here they are in the main draw, hoping that they can at least contend against UB.
They got close in that qualifying draw last week, right? They had a play-in game against Rifa. That one went down to the wire. And I think this Taipei team has something. They at least have Petr Ivanovic and Dorje Simeonovic. Those two will go at everyone. And look, they'll play pick and roll every which way. Either Ivanovic handling the ball or Simeonovic handling the ball. Simeonovic is one of the oddest builds in all of 3x3 to me.
Yeah.
The man is as wide as he's tall. He doesn't have much lift, yet he can dunk. He has a laser shot which goes in at a high clip.
Yes.
Nonetheless, he's over 40% on the year.
And he had 11 points in that QD win over Port Dixon.
Yes.
He's a bucket getter, but don't sleep on Petr Ivanovic's ability too. I like Ivanovic's ability to slash and finish at the rim. You know, I look at those two guys as being their 1-2 punch.
They are.
But I think that you're going to need not just a 1-2 punch, a 3-4 and 5 punch.
You might need Floyd Mayweather in this one.
You're going to need a one-punch man punch if you're going to beat UB.
Ooh, some anime references from you. Did you watch?
That's right. Well, no, but my son loves One Punch Man. Branquilla on the drive. Fouled on the way there. In case you've been hiding under a rock this year, UB have been the most dominant team in the league by far. 6 Masters title. Top scoring offense and top scoring defense. At one point, they ran off 5 straight Masters titles as Doc Strain sets up Branquilla inside. But UB coming into this contest with the highest win percentage in the league this year, a 38-10 record. 3rd place finish last weekend in Macau. 11 Masters this year, they've won 6 of them. 3 other semifinal results, 2 quarterfinal finishes. Could be the most dominant season of all time.
Yeah, because think about it. They have the highest winning percentage, and I do believe they have the most games played as well.
80% of their games they win. That's why. And I think 62% they win before the limit, which is also why. Anyway, Ivanovic, I told you. He's going to knock down his first 2. Can he keep it going? That's the question. Him Diesel to Mr. Robot rebooting. Swings it to Branquilla. 2-piece, no biscuit. So far, so good for the favorites. Just saw Miami with a runaway win. Amsterdam over Seef.
It's quite the different story from last week, huh?
Except for the Skyliners over Toulouse. I think Toulouse would be considered the favorites in that one, but the only shot to start the day. This is game 4. And inside they go. There's your guy. Simeonovic with that last bucket. Here they call for the foul.
Doc Strange went to rise up. Stay across the forearm. One
Slovenia not happy about the foul.
Now, that was a hard smack. But I think that was what you do if you see Slovenia come at you like that.
Doug Strange last weekend, 6 points a game, didn't miss a shot from one, but held to just 3 points in that semifinal loss to Miami. Another whistle. The big boys get tied up. Third on Taipei, Nim Diesel. Down to the post office, the mailman, Ron Keeler.
Are you saying he always delivers?
More times than not always, but gets 5 stars from me. Marko Brankovic. Oh, he missed that one.
Unable to hit the free throw.
Brankovic, 5.5 points a game this year. 70% from one, 30% from two. Stojacic drops it off to Barac, who cannot get it to go. And we saw a totally different style of play from Ub last weekend. It's Ivanovic will draw the foul, but back to Ub's style of play last weekend. Usually more balanced in their shot selection, but they attempted twos on 6 out of 10 possessions last week. Converted 38% from long range, but that was with the addition of Stefan Stojacic. Can they, I was going to ask you, can they maintain that type of system, that type of pace? Is that conducive to the way they want to play?
It depends on the base action they run to get those shots, right? Because last week they leaned into the high pick and roll action with Stefan Stojacic, something he's well versed at. He's done a lot of in his career. Now they bring him back, but they are short of screening. Naranjic not with the team. So how are they going to feature him this time? Also, they only won 2 out of 4 games last week. Are they going to change things?
Good point. Trying to find the balance and plan to their personnel strengths, but also maintaining the integrity of the system that they run that has brought them success this year to the tune of 6 Masters titles. 5-4, quick hands, Stojacic, but it stays with Black and leads to a lay.
We tied 5-5.
Knotted at 5 apiece. Only 2 minutes in here. Taipei continue to add to their foul total. Not a good situation to be in with no more fouls to give. And that is undoubtedly a foul. 8 minutes to play.
Saw this from them last week.
They're putting Ub on the line with the next defensive foul. Go ahead, my bad.
Yeah, no, sorry. They look. You saw this from them last week in Macau as well. They try to be physical with you early in the game. They try to rack up a bunch of fouls, but it's starting to bite them now. And we have 8 minutes to go. And they're sending Ub to the strike for 2. This is what hurt them last week as well. Overly physical, ticky-tack foul.
You can understand trying to set the tone and almost kind of having a mentality of bullying the bully, refusing to be pushed around, but some lackadaisical fouls are costing them at the line right now. Second free throw puts Ub up 1.
This is one of the few times that Nemanja Barac is not the biggest human being on the court. It doesn't often happen. Look at the matchup between him and Simeonovic.
I'm going to give Simeonovic the edge on leg day. Everything else is Barac. Simeonovic, 2 won't go. Ivanovic will snuff it out. Entry pass in the paint. Extra pass is made. 2 is not. Ivanovic, another offensive rebound, so another chance for Taipei. Baseline drive with Barac defending. Barac with the defense tipped out to Mr. Robot. The Stojacic bros on the outside. Mr. Robot himself rebooted and reloaded, but off target. Save to the wrong team. Ivan, 2, no. And Petar Ivanovic gets it to go. Stojacic, throws it away. as well as he played last weekend. As we'll see that 2 drop up from Ivanovic. Doc Strange will drive. But let us not forget the Stojacic, Stefan that is, hadn't played a 3x3 Masters in nearly a year before returning last week. And also can't forget that Dejan Majstorovic, arguably the greatest player ever, out for the rest of the season. For this UB team, Ivanovic, Hezi, cross, trying to work on Stojacic. Not just work on, his work's done. Leads to a bucket. And Taipei lead this game 9-7.
I'm telling you, man, they were competitive last week against Rifa, who is on the up and up. They're not here, obviously, today, but just to show you that this team can go. They've had some decent results this year in the Challenger circuit. Now their first main draw in the Masters. And I think they have the ingredients with Ivanovic and Simeonovic as the offensive fulcrum, and then Chang and Wang as defenders and cut guys surrounding those two. I think they have the ingredients to be a good squad and to make it difficult on anybody.
I agree with you about the ingredients. The defense has been the issue. And UB trailing by 1. But you get the feeling that it's just a matter of time before UB settled into this game. You just get the feeling. It's up to Taipei to prove everybody else wrong. Simeonovic doing his dance. 2-ball online, but a little bit short. He'll get it back, and he will convert it. Better get up and get a hand out. Uh-oh, that's going to count. Yep. So those are the type of plays that really hurt Taipei, who have had the momentum. They just got the score on the inside. Brankovic hits the 2-piece. And while Strahinja was fouled, he'd already let the 2 go, so a chance at a 3-point play here.
Yeah, and smart move by Strahinja, who was at full speed and then just break. And his defender couldn't break with him. Gets a couple of free throws out of it.
Bad foul. The 8th on Taipei. It's 2 away from the double penalty. Strahinja, yes, at the line. Three-point advantage for UB. Been a free-flowing game in terms of the scoring. UB have done a good job staying out of foul trouble. And as I say that, they pick up a 5th with Nim Diesel reaching in.
Look, I'm more predispositioned towards watching the bigger players on the court anyways, but I like the matchup between Simeonovic and Barac.
Yeah, me too. Barac defending the perimeter now. Now here the big boys go. The battle of the beasts. Barac staves him off this time. Fakes the ball screen. That is not a good pass at all. You rarely see a turnover like that on Brankovic.
And whistle. Say a foul.
It's a smart foul by Brankovic. Simeonovic was wide open under the basket, and he stopped the score with that foul. Now UB are at 6, though.
Next foul on them. Taipei shooting free throws. So UB will look to continue to apply pressure when they get the ball back. Brankovic can't get it there. Ivanovic instead will drop it inside. Leads to the layup.
Chang with the good hands.
It's a good look from Strange. And UB aren't shooting. That's the only thing. When they're not shooting it too well, they have struggled this year. Wide open look again. Strahinja this time. They double dared him. And that'll cost him double. 15-11 the result. Ivanovic testing the deep waters. Won't go. Chang inside to Wang. Wang, no. The offensive rebounds, though, for Taipei have been a difference maker, keeping them in this game. Brankovic to Stojacic. You don't want to keep testing Dr. Strange.
You're daring a man that's approaching 40% from 2 to shoot. I don't know about that choice.
Change your pace.
Yeah, that's the shot they seem committed to giving up or content with it. Shaheen has made his last 2, and that is one you won't forget today. Doc Strange with 9 points. That one an exclamation punch, and he's coming down the lane again. Shaheen is going to lay down for a rest. The man's been putting in OT.
All right, once again, y'all, you see
Here's the reversal. Vintage Doc Strange. And not 10 seconds later, he gets up to get down again. 19-13.
He's lost some weight between last week and this week as he's cut off most of his mustache.
I noticed that. Fresh, clean cut for Doc Strange. Took the stash down a little bit. He's taking his game up a few notches.
Let us know how you feeling. I'm feeling good.
Oh, in and out. Chang couldn't get it to go and also can't track it down. 3.5 to play. And 2 points away from victory.
19-13, 3:33. Winning game, Team Oob. 2 points away from the W.
And 2 free throws coming up for either team with their next defensive foul. They might not even need it. Mr. Robot, no good.
Offline.
Baraj can't keep it alive for the fellas in red. Instead, Taipei will have its entry pass broken up. Did Simunovic touch that last? No.
They're saying Barat touched it last.
Baraj touched it last, so 9. But it looked like he might have got a hand on that.
Yep.
Anyway, water under the bridge now. Ivanovic needs to work on them dribbles. Stojic finally misses one from long range. But another turnover by Taipei.
And this is what you'll see with teams going up against an Oob squad that is this good. You just run out of gas at some point, right? The continuous action, the pressure they put on you, the physicality of the game. And it looks like Taipei is a little bit gassed here at this stretch of the game.
Super Stojic bros share to Wilson. And Oob a little bit sloppy in the last couple of possessions. Simunovic able to clean up the mess right there. But now it's up to Brankela. Thanks for playing. 7-point dub for Oob. Light work for them over Taipei. We have seen action in each of our 4 pools. And it's 3-1 in terms of the favorites. A little bit of a challenge early for Oob, but once they settled in, it was no contest. And not a shock. 7-point dub over Taipei.
Yeah, and look again, a good played game by Oob. Although they didn't shoot the 2-ball that well. We saw them feature Stefan Stojic a lot less than last week. They found more balance. They got Brankovic back in the fold. So, look, not a bad game to start your tournament. And I think it's only going to lead to more for them as they now feature, face off with baskets bond later. And that's going to come after these highlights, though, and some other games.
All right, highlights. And then after these, Toulouse and Ulaanbaatar. Massive game for the Frenchmen as we start back up top with Pool D action. And then we'll have Pool C play between Amsterdam and Lugano. That one should be fun. All of it is on deck. After the highlights, we get back to it from Abu Dhabi. Stick and stay.
This is what the pools look like after one round of play. All of the first seeds in pool pick up a win outside of Toulouse, who are up next, and they got their backs to the wall.
Again.
Yes.
And this is a tournament that they wanted to show a different side of themselves and turn things around. Didn't play poorly in the opener. Just came away with a narrow loss. And now it is win or go home for them. Imagine Toulouse at 7th in the standings, potentially getting bounced on day one. That'll be the first time that they haven't made day two since the Shanghai Masters over a month ago now, or just about a month ago. And will be the third time this year. So at the moment, we have a small technical issue with the scoreboard. I don't think that it'll take long to get that sorted out. Once they do, we will get back to the action. So stick around. Scoreboard is fixed, and we set our sights to the next contest. Toulouse and Ulaanbaatar MMC Energy. So there is a lot to lose for Toulouse, because a loss would put them out of the tournament, out of contention.
Yeah, and the one thing that hurts for them is, look, they lost that game to the Skyliners, right? 20-19. Not a lot of things they did wrong in that game when it comes to statistics, right? 12 of 16 from one, which is really good. Francais with 9. That was really good. 7 key assists, almost no turnovers. They won the rebounding battle, but 3 of 13 from range, and they kept shooting him while the one-point game was working. So maybe some different choices in that regard for them, as they wanted to get that 2-ball up, but it just didn't happen outside of Suhard, who went 2 of 3. Joko 0 of 2, RABOBANK 0 of 2, Sprung Segala 1 of 6.
You know what? Yeah, all of those are valid points, but you know what stands out to me most with Toulouse this year is when you think back to last year in particular, they were a top 3 scoring defense in the league. They didn't give up more than 16 points a game. They're giving up about 1.5 points more this year. Obviously, they've struggled on the boards. They solved the rebounding issue in game 1. But I think it's got to start with defense for Toulouse. It's got to start with defense first and foremost. And I think the offense will come along. I think the defense has not been up to par, and that's the reason why they're struggling right now.
I would agree with you. They're not as switchable as they seemed to be last year. I think they're playing more of a drop coverage with RABOBANK instead of switching them out to smaller defenders. But it's going to be interesting to see here, because they face a team that is not as adept at beating that drop as other teams in Ulaanbaatar, who, despite shooting it well last week, got to give it to them. They shot the 2-ball at a high clip last week. Don't really have a pick and pop big guy, although Davisambu has tried.
Well, Ulaanbaatar, low-key now. They're on the heels of their second semifinal result of the season. Played well in Macau last weekend, honestly. They're 12th in the tour standings. They're really betting on finishing top 10. And they shot at 35% from 2 range last year. That's last week. That's very un-Ulaanbaatar-like.
Yes.
Right?
Agreed. But they did get the archer back, and that unlocks a different dimension for them, right? Because they were playing for a couple of weeks there with 4 bigs and tried to make it work. That didn't go so well. So they go back to the archer at the point of attack. High pick and roll ball screens with Inkbatar or Ulaanbaatar. They feature a heavy dose of Davasambu in the post, and we'll see what they can get out of Tok. If they can add the shot like they did last week, this is a very dangerous team.
I would say so. I would not be looking down my nose at a team like Ulaanbaatar MMC Energy. They always bring that toughness, and they manage to find ways to win. Did you happen to see Suhard dunk it in the warm-ups? Did you see that?
Did he?
Yes.
Did his man bun come undone?
No, his man bun stayed intact.
Well.
But, man, I didn't realize Suhard had some bounce like that. Is he going to do it again? Yes. No, he missed it.
Yep. No matchup between these teams all year long, but over the last few years, you kind of have to give it to Toulouse, who are up 5-1 when it comes to dubs. But when it comes to form, is Ulaanbaatar the one that could come here and sneak away with a win? Again, they showed out last week. I'll say this, they're on the up. Toulouse has not been on the up and up ever since that win in, May?
Yeah.
Outside of a couple of challenges where they did well.
Yeah, you're talking about the win in Amsterdam.
Yes.
Yeah, 4 months ago. So Doganyam Davasambu, the Bull, the Mongolian 3x3 legend on your screen. He starts with Ogonjagonsok and Inkbatar Ulaanbaatar. Possession begins with Toulouse. Left wing, they swing. Suhard using the screen. Suhard turning the corner. Up top, Jules, Ram, boom. Won't go. I'll call on Inkbatar Ulaanbaatar. From the elbow they go. WanBao and Suhard shared. WanBao was at the screen. Suhard pass is broken up. Davasambu with the good defense. Quickly out to the archer. WanBao swings it inside. That is now stolen by the Joker. Mulletproof up to Boss. Back to the Joker. Back to Mulletproof. WanBao inside. That'll start the scoring in this 10-minute affair. Davasambu, 5.5 per last week. That might be the most high percentage shot in 3x3. Him within 5 feet of the bucket.
Yes, it is.
In any case, Joko will score, picks up the foul, first on the French. 2-1 start.
Best thing is 5 feet within 5 feet from the basket, but it's always a contested shot, and he managed to get him down in an unorthodox way.
I don't even know if you can call them contested because he just holds the ball away from defenders. There's no chance of them blocking the shot.
There's only one person I know that can do a grounded windmill.
That is true.
He must have some Dutch in him.
That is in the Bulls' background. A grounded windmill. I've been to the Netherlands. I get it.
Thank you.
1 point start. Francais inside. They're going to feed the beast. WanBao makes it 3-1. Francais with a steal. Extra pass. Unselfish play. Suhard off the square. The archer lets loose. He's got a Wilson instead of an arrow. Just as good. And Ulaanbaatar draw within 1. Game number 5 of 12 back in Abu Dhabi for the decade celebration. 10 years strong. WanBao up to the line to shoot 1.
Swishes the free throw like mouthwash. 5-3.
2-point advantage for Toulouse. WanBao with a 2-piece already going down. Maybe a little too unselfish on that pass attempt. WanBao can see him starting to come into his own, but finding that balance in between being a killer and being a facilitator. Sometimes he's shooting too much, and sometimes, to me, he's shooting too little.
Yeah, and the thing is, there's a lot of people in his ear telling him what to do, I think. So he's always second-guessing the decisions he's making. You can see him doubt himself or his choices every now and then on the court, whereas I think he's at his best when he's just focused on one thing.
Ulaanbaatar last week in Macau, 6 a game.
Two shots, the first one, bucket.
And his first of 2 free throws will go. As a team last weekend, 80% was Ulaanbaatar. MMC Energy for them strike. And they keep trending upwards. Joko, quick step, can't finish with the layup. Ulaanbaatar uses the screen. ISO game with Suhard in his personal business. Jab step from the Bull, who charges at Francais. Goes off the iron. Odgonjogal talked. He's going to get called for the foul. Offensive, dropped the shoulder. Odgonjogal, who has a similar physique as Damasambu, but you see him use it differently. Damasambu's rarely going to drop that shoulder. He's just going to put that weight on you.
He's going to hit you lower, too.
Yeah.
If he does drop the shoulder, he's able to get really low to the floor, and he's going to hit you in your midsection where you're not really able to take a charge because you got to take it to the chest. Chalk, not as low to the ground.
He gets whistled for the offensive. Forces the Mongolians to try to slow down Toulouse. And a 5-5 tie. WanBao. Top layup attempt.
And he's fouled.
He is fouled.
Move to the basket.
WanBao, who missed some time. They made a roster decision to elevate Raphael Wilson. WanBao, 85% from the field this year. The problem with him is he's only averaged a rebound and a half.
Not the best rebounder for his size and position, that is for sure.
That's the challenge for WanBao. He's going to do away with Ulaanbaatar, but he didn't do it legally. Offensive foul. Ulaanbaatar, no hesitation. Oh, he got batted. The Joker is not playing. Suhard, no. But what a vicious rejection from the Joker. Possession arrow favors Toulouse.
6-5. Toulouse leading over Ulaanbaatar.
Round comes Suhard with the handoff. Suhard with a hezzy. Nobody home. Just froze him with the stop and go.
He is such a masterful pick and roll player. Slight hesitation. You got to respect the pass. And it leads to a wide open layup.
Yeah. Snatches the cookies too.
Joko.
Oh, Joko getting tricky with it. Nice move from him. Good to see.
He's looking to make a point out of attacking with Grunge Gold Soft.
Help defense comes in. Oh, the patience from Davasambu was the Bull was the matador that time. He had 2 players go ole. Suhard on the baseline. Suhard. Oh. A lot of narrow misses for Hugo. 8-6 Toulouse. Oh, the Bull. Bad shot. Suhard is gas. He's saying, Francais, you go get it. He says, okay, monsieur. No problem.
You mentioned Toulouse's defense at the start of this game, and it's looked like they've come in with a different mentality. They're more physical, they get more deflections, and I think that's the main thing. They're sticking a hand out, trying to make every pass difficult, which leads to Ulaanbaatar not being in the flow of their offense. They're not getting to their spots. They're forcing up weird shots, somewhat out of their system. It's looking good so far for the French if they keep this up.
Yeah, they're also gassed though. Toulouse noticeably fatigued. That foul by Suhard was definitely a fatigue foul. He needed a rest. They have recharged a little bit, as has Ulaanbaatar MMC Energy. In a 9-6 contest, the fellas in yellow have the Wilson in hand, and here we go. WanBao, set play. Shot won't go. Joko picks up his dribble. Francais, tough bucket from Segela. And one opportunity for Frank Segela. Just that slight downshift in his speed when he got to the rim.
He's been in his bag when it comes to attacking the rim with an array of moves and a flurry of finishes.
Francais, the last month, has really played well. Foul on the floor. So WanBao took a bump. So Toulouse have opened up an 11-6 lead. 5 fouls apiece, 5:32 on the game clock. The Archer looking for a second deuce. Won't go. Suhard sees an advantage inside. Segela didn't measure that layup attempt quite right. WanBao delivering a dime piece to the cutting Ulaanbaatar. Suhard's stroke is still broke. One of the top 2-point shooters last year. It's not been the same in 2025 for Boss. WanBao with a thievery. And they're sagging off of Suhard. And he's still going to find WanBao on the inside anyway. So it's a fairly sizable lead for Toulouse. In the context of this game, 5-point lead feels a lot bigger.
Ulaanbaatar is forced to make a choice every single time there's a screen on the floor, specifically with an WanBao in it. If they switch, there's a mismatch with WanBao, who Toulouse has found on every cut. If they don't switch, or if they drop a little bit, it's Suhard with the shot. At least the threat of it.
Dabasambo. Wait a minute, he traveled. So Joko breathing a sigh of relief. That was almost certainly going to be a bucket by the Bull. Instead, Toulouse get some off-ball movement.
In a well-designed play by them, getting WanBao in position with an advantage on the screen under the basket. They swing the ball, they get an off-ball screen, and look at the space WanBao has to work with. All he has to do is keep Chalk on his back. This time it results in a foul.
And we set up top, 6 fouls apiece. Suhard will attack. Nice bounce pass. Pocket pass to WanBao.
Ulaanbaatar has gone into a drop coverage because they don't want to switch the Archer. That's not working out either. They're trying different things. It's just Toulouse is picking them apart right now, literally.
Warning issue. Okay, warning.
Not just a win, but a big win by Toulouse would be ideal. With Ulaanbaatar MMC Energy still having to face off with the Skyliners in the last game of the group today. Suhard gives it up. Segela will take it right at the Archer. Get in the weight room, is what he says. WanBao to Pandemonium. Pandemonium. He will miss it.
On the turnaround shot.
Boss now with 4 to shoot. Hugo lets it go. And Suhard. He'll make up for his mistake somehow, but you can certainly see that it's become a mental game with him within himself. I mean, like I said before, knockdown shooter typically from deep, but he cannot throw it in the ocean right now.
You are completely right, but then Ulaanbaatar follow up with a bad game of Tetris. No box. Sure.
Just happened to drop that on me right as I'm looking down. I look up, you got that look in your eyes. All right, nearly at the midpoint of day one. The temperature's cooling down, but the action hopefully heating up. This one, a game that seems to be in hand for Toulouse. An 8-point difference pending this trip to the line. Could be more. Francais. Ball. Toulouse's defense is pretty much had everything that Ulaanbaatar want to do snuffed out outside of ISOs with Kanazawa. They've been willing to live with that in exchange for an 8-point lead. Even without shooting the 2-ball, great. There's that ISO to Kanazawa, counted almost every time. Good defense there from Kanazawa. Now the Bull, he has Joko sealed. How long will it take him to get him to rock? He's got it now. Kanazawa taking it into the Joker. Offensive foul.
Looking like a wrestling match down low.
And the Joker, he is the master of mischief. He tricks the Bull into a charge.
And look, that is Joko giving up his body, playing physical with one of the most physical specimens out on the 3x3 court, making sure to force him into a turn, and on the turn takes the contact, drops to the floor. This is what makes him special, right? He is a plus level defender.
And a playmaker. Both ends of the floor. It's just been a 2-point shooting for Joko. This time, Suhard, it's the same thing. Luckily for Toulouse, they got a 7-point lead. So they may have some time to sort out the shooting woes with Suhard if they can get to the quarterfinals. 2:30 to play in this one. Just trying to hold off Ulaanbaatar now and not pick up a 7th foul. That's the priority for Toulouse. Suhard up top now. Francais. 2-piece, no biscuit. 17-9. Suhard with thievery. He's going to put it up top. Let's get ready to rumble. 9-point lead. Rambo with 7. And Ulaanbaatar will get into double figures at least, but it don't look good. They tried to oop again. That time broke it up. This time, Francais. Tough lay. So Segala with 7 as well. 2-piece will go, but still a 7-point difference. Ooh, watch your pockets. Highway robbery by Ulaanbaatar. He'll find a wide open Groot.
At this point for Ulaanbaatar, it's just try to get as many points up on the board, right? Look, whether you get close to a win or not, in case of a 3-way tie, you need scores. You need to get points. But nothing's going right for them on defense, which is what I think is concerning. Toulouse has them figured out. They are killing the drop coverage. Off ball is where the discipline's not happening either, as they're getting open shots and cuts for people that should be guarded away from the action. And Ulaanbaatar is not coming up with any stops.
Any stops and scores are few and far between. What a combination that we've seen from WanBao and Segela. 7 apiece. And a 6-point lead for Toulouse. At 3x3 the voice in your ear. At 3x3 the mountain here as well, providing the insight and the analysis of this day one here in Abu Dhabi again. Boss, Hugo, step back,
19-13, 40 seconds.
Nice hezzy from RABOBANK.
Oh, nice fake.
Take advantage with a wide open layup.
Baseline driver like an
But time is not on Ulaanbaatar's side. Francais with the ball fake, backdoor. Cut is broken up, kicked actually. So an all-new shot clock for Toulouse. 28 seconds left in the game. There's the kick there. So back they come. Suhar.
Hugo.
Ball screen set. They're going to let the Joker let it fly. WanBao.
Gets the board.
Rebound for him.
Suhar.
Finally hits one. His first of the game ends the game. 21-14 Toulouse. Beat down over Ulaanbaatar MMC Energy. So Hugo Suhar, who could not find his shot anywhere. He finds the courage to keep on shooting. And that win might send Toulouse to the quarterfinals. We will find out. But they drop by 1 to the Skyliners and bounce back with a 7-point win over Ulaanbaatar MMC Energy.
Yeah, and again, look, they did it through their defense first, right? They came in with a different mentality, picked up on switches, deflected the ball a ton, made Ulaanbaatar get out of rhythm, frankly, and forced them into a lot of one-on-ones, and I think that's what you want to see. We'll see if it's enough, though. Ulaanbaatar still with that game against the Skyliners to be able to force a 3-way tie.
Another game left in that group, and another game left here before our session break. We'll get to Pool C action. Is that right, boss?
It is right.
Yeah, that's right.
We'll see
right.
Amsterdam.
Pool C, Amsterdam, and Lugano.
Yes.
I knew we had a big one coming up. All right, stick around. Highlights, and then Amsterdam, Lugano before our session break from Abu Dhabi. As promised, Amsterdam, RABOBANK, Lugano, Handong. Is that a new sponsor?
Yep.
Okay. I guess that's what winning your first ever Masters will do for you from week to week. Lugano Handong this week, trying for their second Masters title in a row. Their first order of business is a date with the defending champions, Amsterdam RABOBANK. Big Drizzy out first. How did the team look to you in that opening win against Seef? I know that the comparison isn't exactly apples to apples. They were the heavy favorites, but they handled their business.
Well, they did and they didn't, right? Because I think Amsterdam, in a game against Seef, is expected to get to 21 points. They only scored 18. And they shot it good from inside the arc, 11 to 13. Horrendous from outside the arc. 3 of 17 could not get a 2-ball down whatsoever. And that's going to have to change if they want to beat this Lugano team.
Yeah, this is a different kind of opponent than Seef. And Lugano coming into this thing hot. And confident as they've ever been. So the 2-point shooting woes for Amsterdam, they're going to have to rectify that with the quickness. All right, a 3x3 legend makes his way back to the court. First time I saw the bearded king picking up Jit Gill was here in Abu Dhabi.
Really?
2016. Forget the name of the team that he played for back then. Let me go back. But yeah, played into the semifinals of the Abu Dhabi final that year. And he's still going strong. Good to see him. Back in black for Lugano. Saw him last in Shanghai. King West Multini. 13-year 3x3 veteran. One-time Masters winner with M. Hala, Malik Kalujawiecki, and Adris De Leon. What you got?
I got the team.
What was that team?
They played for Team Hamamatsu.
Hamamatsu, that's
right. Came in second.
That's right, Hamamatsu.
Hamamatsu.
Yeah,
he played out there with the general.
Yep.
So Inderbin Gill.
Yep.
Amjad Singh Gill as well.
Of course, shout out to both of those dudes.
And Chihiro Okeda.
I remember that squad, man. The early days of 3x3.
They ended up beating Novi Sad Al-Wada in the semifinals. Think about that.
I thought it was a semifinal run. It was they made the final that year.
Yeah. Bearded King in that game against Novi Sad with 10 and 8.
I'm telling you.
Well,
look, Bearded King has had some memorable moments in 3x3. And he's very much a part of the fabric of the league. Shout out to him. M. Hala. How good was Kalujawiecki last weekend? 7 points a game. He did forget his jersey in the semifinal. I forgot they gave me a nickname to give Kalujawiecki for this one. I got to holler at King West. No jersey leak or something like this. It was something like that. Wow. But they were great. Nobody better than Adris De Leon, by the way, who won MVP. 41 years old, believe it or not.
I told this to my wife, who was in Macau.
Yes.
And she said he looks like he's about 23.
Shout out Kirsten. Sorry, I missed out on the tour, man. Well, I was supposed to see some of the ethnic stuff.
That's all good. We had a late night as well. Don't worry. Don't worry. I was happy y'all didn't do it.
De Leon he was actually headed back to New York, but Mike F.F. Berha, the straight bucket getter that we've seen this year, unable to play in this one, so he had to make a quick turnaround and come back out to play in this tournament. So here he is, and there they are, and here we go. Lugano, Amsterdam, Pool C, quickly inside to Bick, who blows it. Gill this time. He'll convert. Got his arm out there and inadvertently clotheslines Worthy. So Height gets it started. To get the Wilson back in his hands. Be smooth. No, not that time. The 2-point shooting's been an issue for Amsterdam. They'll try to change that trend in this one. Kalujawiecki short arms him. Tracked down by the bearded king. Who's the real king of the castle? We got 2 kings on the Lugano team. King West and the bearded king.
King of my castle. No, never mind.
What is that song?
Y'all don't know. That's
That's
a European one.
Oh.
It's EDM. You wouldn't know it. I'll let you listen to it after the games, though.
I'm sure some of the people listening.
No, I'm sure they are.
Y'all show about some support.
Hey, I rarely sing. I got to try it. But look, what Bikramjit gives Lugano, though, is an added dimension in the paint. They get a post-up target. They get a better rebounder, I think, than Jayun. They lose out some of the shooting, though.
Yes, that's true. But they do have a player that they don't have to give instructions to every possession. That sounded like a stray. Did I fire a stray?
Slightly.
I'm sorry. He played well. Shout out to the young fella. He did really play great. Happy for him. But I'm all eyes on Andres De Leon, man.
And as you remember last week, it took him about a day to warm up. First day, they had to tell him to shoot more.
I got a couple of new nicknames for De Leon. So for Amsterdam, they've got to address the issue. Andres De Leon, address the issue.
Address the issue.
The issue is a good nickname. The issue, or Andres All Day Leon.
I like the issue. Let's go with that.
Yeah, let's roll with that. 1-1 start. The king on the drive. Remember Montigny in Ulaanbaatar this year went horseback riding last year, and he had to have a guide hold the reins of the horse the entire time. Everybody else was riding their horses freely, and Montigny, all 6'7" of them, had his own. It's like a preschooler riding a horse for the first time. It was hilarious.
Well, I would laugh. That happened to me as well, so I'm gonna just
He would tell you that was actually me that happened to.
No.
I have to ask the witnesses that were there.
I said ride behind a Mongolian warlord for an hour on the tiniest horse you'll see, feet touching the ground.
Meantime, that touches nothing but net. VA makes it 2-1. Andres, no, Vic with the tip. So Gil with the first 2 scores for Lugano.
Quick hustle, too. First of all, deflecting that pass going out for Amsterdam, then snatching it and getting fouled.
So Lugano, our most recent Masters champs, big winners in the casino capital last weekend as M. Holla converts on the layup. Their run to winning that final last weekend. I mean, that was more shocking than the season finale of The Good Place. I mean, it came out of nowhere. Nobody picked Lugano.
You watched The Good Place?
Have you?
I've seen it.
Okay.
I haven't watched the recent seasons, but I like it.
We'll check out the season finale.
All right.
And then you'll get that reference. No, I haven't watched it. Okay, just to answer your question.
It's coming out straight.
But I heard the finale was good.
All right.
3-3. Ooh, nobody home. Layup line for M. Holla.
4-3.
The connect. Gets it back and scores it past West. Nice display of passing for Amsterdam. Oh, that pass out of reach of Montigny. De Jong. Target practice. Payet. 6-4 advantage. Luchawecki put the brakes on De Jong and broke him off some. Luchawecki playing with a lot of confidence these days. Just celebrated a birthday recently.
He can stop on a dime and just pop up for a shot anywhere. But think about it, man. We have a semi-truck going here with the amount of shiftiness. All the shifts. Worthy, Martha, Malik, Idris, BA.
Yeah, facts. Yeah, some serious ball handlers out in this game. Worthy, though, might have some issues handling the Wilson. He's looking at his right hand right now. And both teams will enjoy our first media timeout. There's De Jong getting the 2 to go. And just because it hasn't been falling from deep. They're certainly going to take their chances when they're wide open. And maybe decrease the volume some. 17 2 attempts last game, making just 3.
That's also due to the defense Seef was playing. They sag off. But you do want to find the right balance.
Right. Foul connect, you already know this is going up, and it's going down. M. Holler, no. Foul connect. They'll go to work now. Inside to Drizzy. 4 to shoot. Big Drizzy will elevate. Will not score. Quick clear. They're trying to. West wants him to reverse it. Malik is going to walk it over. And that's not a good possession for Lugano. Dreesen to the cutting foul connect. Here comes the connect. Tick, tick, boom! The connect beat him in the trap. It's going down. Martin Bow connect. This is creative arts. One-legged runner.
Just the sheer confidence to be able to just shoot that, right? That means you got the greenest of green lights.
He's a gifted scorer. 10-5. Not a lot of guys with the skill to hit a shot like that. 10-5. Amsterdam enjoying the start to this one. Haluja, wacky! M. Holla, 2 for $1, and Lugano are back within 3.
Wow, that shot was Haluja wacky.
Haluja wacky. I thought about that too. Haluja wacky with 5 points in this one, by the way, as Dreesen will try to assert himself and use the power on the drive. He'll get a whistle. And you can see Bikram Jitgil out of position. That will put Drizzy on the line. Drizzy, second in the league in block shots this year. Averaging a meager 2.5 points a game. 58% of the line at the line, so you can understand that miss. 10-7, it'll stay. Idris, the issue. He will lose it out of bounds. But De Leon last week, his scoring ability was unbelievable. 40% from 2 range, 75% from the field.
Man, it all came out of self-creation too. It's not a lot of offense in the sense that they'll run a ball screen for him and then they'll just let him handle the rock. Go get it.
Just all ISO game, an absolute problem. That shiftiness that you talked about earlier, and once he gets you off balance, forget about it.
16 fouls, no fouls to give, and so there were 2 team fouls.
De Leon. They haven't addressed the issue yet. All De Leon to the crib with the foul.
Touching that finger roll too. There's a reason this man's Instagram handle is too hard to guard.
That's true life. That is true facts. For most players, he is too hard to guard. And he will knock it down. BA. So Alberts, his cold spell from deep. Persist in this one. The issue. No good. Now Height working on the king.
2-point shot. Rattles out. Hill with the board. Go down low. Going to work on the
Big Gil. 3rd point of the game.
Delivers.
I told you that's the dimension he adds. He has a post-up game. He's a good finisher around the basket.
De Leon unloads. Have to get reloaded after the miss, and Bout connect Caught reaching in. Fourth foul, rather, on Amsterdam, and Lugano have erased that deficit. It is now even at 10 apiece.
This is what we saw them do all last week. They were the comeback kids. Fought from behind in 4 out of their 5 victories to that master win.
A couple of overtime wins for them last weekend, right?
Yep, and then from the semifinals on, even till the finals. I mean, remember, they were down 5 to Ulaanbaatar in the semis, down 3 to Miami down the stretch of that final game.
Yep. 20-17. You know, I interviewed West after the tournament, and there was a moment in the game, and man, it was such a resounding moment. They're down 3. He's at the free throw line in the rebound position as he gets what a pass there from Montigny. Sets up Hala. As easy as ABC. 1, 2, 3. Malik ABC with the 2-piece. But at the free throw line, Montigny says, he just yells at the top of his lungs, "Fight!" And everybody on the team said that moment changed everything for them. Meantime, it's De Jong swerving through the lane. And Worthy poking away from Montigny. 4.7 seconds left to shoot. Ulaanbaatar has been the spark offensively for Lugano with 7 of their 12 points. They lead it by 1, 3:54. This ain't Seef. And Amsterdam are learning that as this game goes on.
Yeah, and look, if they don't unlock a consistent 2-ball, right, as they haven't. They've knocked on a couple, but they've missed a bunch as well. This Lugano team is hard to figure out because think about it. Lugano's got 12. Adabi doesn't even have that many points yet. Their best scorer hasn't featured.
That's a good sign for Lugano because De Leon can heat up with the quickness. De Leon going up against De Jong, and he out-hustles him for the rebound. De Leon. That was an interesting entry pass. Works out for Lugano. They get another steal. Look at Lugano. Big kill up to 4 points. 7 for Ulaanbaatar. De Leon on the scoreboard as well. Be smooth, not so smooth. Ulaanbaatar now, up fake. Good defense there from Worthy. Comes back to him. When it's your day, it's just your day. Ulaanbaatar.
And a primal scream for extra measure.
This is what we saw from this team last week. They scrap, they fight, they get deflections, and they stay engaged for the full 12 seconds of the shot clock. You can't sleep on these guys in a rebound. You can't sleep on these guys getting a hand on the ball.
And in the context of the race for the World Tour final, Lugano have an outside shot to get in.
Yes, they do. Points-wise even, I think they still have a shot to get the 10th. But mainly the performance slots is where their biggest draw is going to be at.
I don't think they qualify for Bucharest.
They do not.
So this is Lugano's last opportunity to improve their standing and improve their chance to get into the World Tour final. So this is a meaningful tournament for them coming off that Masters win in Macau. 15-12. King West. Ulaanbaatar. He will not stop. We've seen Ulaanbaatar had these type of games before, though. Oh, he probably should get a whistle there. Yeah, that's an offensive foul. Yeah. So 9 points for Ulaanbaatar. But think about the deflections and the defensive plays like this.
And once again, big thank you.
He's been the thorn in the side of Amsterdam in this game. Second stop he's gotten on Jan Driessen as well.
I'll tell you, he may have a half throw, but he's going full steam ahead. He's giving a full effort for his team. I told him yesterday, I said, that's not an afro, that's a half throw. Looks good. Don't y'all go tell him Holly I talk bad about him. I like it. 16-12. Lugano's loving this lead right now. Ulaanbaatar. Nope, not that time. And there's Balkanek. He had his chance to dunk it. I don't want to hear it.
It's another hard layup.
So both teams now in the penalty. But no free throws, as it was a double foul.
That's where the double foul happens. It's Malik and Jan, which is the primary matchup for Malik in this game, it seems like. They just trust him with defensive matchups that you wouldn't expect him to get the better of.
Well, he's not an easy post. I know he's typically what you would consider a guard. But Mali's strong, too.
Man, he's low to the ground, so as a bigger guy, it's hard to move him because his center of gravity is it's kind of below yours.
But Lugano playing like a team that believes. And stepping right in the square here with the defending champs and leading by 3 with 2 minutes to go and not letting up bully ball on the inside. Ball to connect. He's able to get a whistle with Molteni underneath him. 2 free throws were going to be the result anyway. So Val connect. Yeah,
you'll see him do that a lot. Pop up right behind the screen as he's being chased over. That leaves the defender no space but underneath him. Smart play.
Now he's got to convert it to strike. And that is not a problem for Balkanek, who again has been an 85% free throw shooter on the year. He's got 9 points in this game. It's been a shootout between he and Ulaanbaatar. Problem is that Amsterdam haven't had as much help. We've seen Big Gill have a big game. De Leon sprinkled in some, and of course Molteni's always going to have his fingerprints on the game. Only 3 points in this game for Worthy. He had 3 in the opener. That was a win though for Amsterdam. Right now a 2-point deficit. The putback from the key.
Well,
a narrow miss there from the connect. Ulaanbaatar wants to share it with Molteni now. Molteni out to him. Hala, no. Hype to the corner. Oh, beautiful 2-piece. A timely 2-ball from Hype. That'll get Amsterdam within 1. But Worthy with a smooth stroke 2-ball corner pocket. Just what Amsterdam needed. Now it's Bick trying to beat up Worthy, who tries to pull the chair on Bick, but he's an OG. Now Worthy turning on the speed. Each team trade buckets. Minute 4 to go.
Man, this is where Lugano shined though, as Worthy comes through in the crunch. But Lugano have the individual creation to close a game out. We saw Malik do it a couple times last week. We saw De Leon do it last week as well. And don't forget, they got 2 kings on the team. Rebounding battle might be theirs as well.
That's true. They should be the king of the boards in most games that they play. But Ulaanbaatar with game winner in the OT last weekend against Miami. De Leon with a game winner in the final. And here are your leading scorers. Balkanek, double-digit performance. Ulaanbaatar with a masterful 9 minutes of play so far for him. Just a minute to go in this one. Lugano need a 2-piece to put it away. They're going to get it to Ulaanbaatar. No. That's the look that they wanted. Can they get something from Alberts? They'll stop from 10 feet and it still won't go.
It's not been BA's game, that's for sure.
BA has been MIA. Meantime, Ulaanbaatar forces that up. Oh, Dreesen and West hit the deck. They leave Worthy. Worthy's going to kick it out for 2. Smart play by Worthy, but Albers has just not been stroking it all.
I would have gotten a layup there.
Maybe too unselfish. De Leon gets it back. Kicked out. Luciwecki. Dreesen is going to come for the foul. And, well, I could see that Gill is up off the bench.
They want to
look at it because that could be an unsportsmanlike.
I think there was a play on the ball there. It just grabs him. I think that might get upgraded.
10.3 seconds remaining in the game.
So they're going to have several opportunities at the line if this is upgraded. And that is exactly what it is. So two free throws from the unsportsmanlike. And I believe 2 free throws after that for the ninth Amsterdam foul.
I don't know. Was there another foul? I think it was just this foul. And sportsmanlike count for 2, no?
Yeah. One more on the way for Motini. Oh my goodness, Motini misses both, but Andres! Several opportunities. Worthy to the crib, it's even. And overtime we go. Motini is beside himself. De Leon could have won it. Worthy seizes the opportunity, 7 points. An unsportsmanlike foul late that Lugano could not take advantage of. 2 missed free throws. And you don't want to be going to overtime with Amsterdam. Not usually.
Not usually, especially with Worthy on the team and Baukenecht playing the way he's been playing. They do run BA out there as well, who has been ice cold in this game, even from mid-range. They go with a short lineup against the length of Lugano. Lugano's got their 2 most sizable players on the court, and Idris is not even in the game.
Worthy mishandles it. The connect, swings it over. Hype, Worthy, no! Oh! And Worthy can't believe it. You will not get more open than that for a game winner. But new life for Amsterdam. And Worthy's had a lot to do with that. Started off slow, but finished strong. First team to score 2 here in OT is a winner. Vic gives it up. Holla. Whoa. Lands in the hands of the King. Motini will miss it. Tip won't go at first, but the bearded King does get it. 1 point lead, Lugano. Big Drizzy. No. Look at Worthy's effort to get the offensive rebound. Worthy won't go. Back to Alberts. Trust Worthy. That's his new name. In OT, ice water running through his veins. All business all the time. Worthy, De Jong, and Amsterdam somehow win it in OT. Lugano and Dong shoot themselves in the foot. As Worthy finishes with 9, and Amsterdam pick up the dub to make them 2-0 on the day.
Whew. What a game. This has been maybe the best game of the day so far, especially with Amsterdam being so cold from range to start. Worthy kind of giving Baukenecht a podium to operate on, and then coming through in the clutch. He picked it up late. Lugano had a couple of shots at it. I think the 2s they got were forced. I don't get why De Leon was on the bench. De Leon's their best scorer. And look, he's going to get targeted defensively. You know that. But that man has shown he can hit some game winners. He wasn't out there. They did win the rebound battle with Amsterdam. through in the clutch.
And Ulaanbaatar forced a couple, but you think about De Leon with the missed layup, right?
Yep,
And
West
you
with
think
two
about
missed free throws.
those 2 missed free throws. Those 2 missed free throws changed the game.
Yes.
And again, you leave the door open for Amsterdam and OT, and all it takes is Worthy getting a look. It's funny, he makes a contested 2 in the corner, but he missed a wide open 2. He finds a way to get it done. So the final few looks at this one, I think for sure the best game of the day, most competitive.
Oh, yeah.
Big thriller and big time off individual performances. When you think of Ulaanbaatar and Val Connect, and then Worthy, who ends up with 9 in the game. It's a good one.
Yeah, for sure.
And it'll give us a chance to cool off a bit, because now we're halfway through our 12-game slate. It is time for us to have our session break. So the next game won't be going down till 8:15 local time. And that'll be Miami and Carolina. Man, I can't wait for that one. We are less than an hour away from that one. But in the meantime, we'll give you guys a breather. We'll step aside here, and we'll get back to the action here in Abu Dhabi. Next check ball, 8:15 local time, but join us at 8:10. How about that? We'll get you set up for what to expect the rest of the day.